Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Winter Holder Field on the campus of Taylor University, just a few short blocks away from the metropolis that is bustling downtown Upland, Indiana, for our final game of day 3. And we need a dance partner for the IU Southeast Grenadiers, who are already in the championship game. Our final elimination game of the opening round here in Upland pits the top 2 seeds. Top seed Missouri Baptist, who defeated Indiana Tech earlier today 16-7 to move to 40-11-1. They take on the host and 2 seed Taylor, with their loss earlier today. Tough one for the Trojans against IU Southeast as they fall 3-2 earlier. They now sit at 42-15 on the year. They'll have to win tonight, and then the 2 teams will have to win both games tomorrow to go to the World Series. Blaine Bessie leads it off here for Missouri Baptist. He was one of a handful of guys that had 7 plate appearances in the ball game earlier. Alec Holcomb deals in a first pitch hit by pitch at 7:52 p.m. And an early start here for Bessie, the left fielder, getting on the first pitch of the ball game. That's the 11th man that Holcomb has hit this season. He comes in with a 9-2 overall record for the 5th-year senior, a 4.09 ERA in 55 innings, 53 strikeouts, and just 18 walks. A second-team All-Crossroads League pick a season ago as a true senior. 5th-year man taking his COVID year this year, and he deals in a first-pitch strike. Here to the second Blaine in the order. This is the lefty Blaine Yarger for Missouri Baptist. Yarger, Adams, then Robinson, Kuneski, Roll, Orozco, Schmidt, and Soto. Schmidt was the star in game number 1 earlier this afternoon and into the evening. Second offering fouled back. It's 2 strikes here on Yarger, who's their leader in home runs with 23. Had 3 hits in the game earlier today. Also had a couple of walks. And also reached on an error. A very good bounce-back game after a rough game 1. Bouncer right side. Frickel just underneath his diving attempt. It rolls into shallow right field. Going from first to third is Bessie. And a great start here for Missouri Baptist. With Yarger down 2 strikes, it's first and third with nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Missouri Baptist lost to IU Southeast in the second game Monday night, losing 4-0. It was their first time they have been shut out all year. They roared back with those 16 runs earlier today against Indiana Tech. Ball 1 to Alex Adams, the talented shortstop. Adams batting .381 this year. Holcomb trying to get that first down and hopefully keep the runner at third. Low, 2-0. And a first pitch hit by pitch, not what Holcomb wanted out of the gate here, as both teams facing elimination here tonight from Upland, Indiana. 3-0, too far inside and low to Adams. Umpires tonight, by the way, home plate umpire Michael Ingram, first base Nathaniel Haveman, second base Nathan Barker, and third base the elder statesman Tony Monteleone Jr. 3-0 to Adams, runners at first and third with nobody out. Skyrocketed towards the right center field gap. Knepp charges in. This brings him into shallow right. We'll see if they want to test his arm. Knepp has already gunned a man down earlier today. Glad leaps and cuts that throw off in the infield. And the runners stay where they are, and the Trojans get that first down on the board. Now here's Cole Robinson, the best batter for Missouri Baptist this season.
Now batting the first baseman, Cole Robinson.
69 degrees, 8 miles an hour the wind, barely even moving the American flag in right center. First baseman Robinson up for the first time. First and third are where his mates stand. No score in the first, and Holcomb deals in a first pitch strike inside. The loss earlier today was the Trojans' 4th one on this field. Since they were the visiting team, it goes down as a neutral site loss. First and third. Out of play. 2 strikes here on Robinson. 4.44 the average for the junior out of the Lou. Drove in a couple of runs against Indiana Tech. A couple of base hits. He also got on via an error. The first 5 men in the order with Kunescu stands on deck, all batted 7 times in that offensive onslaught earlier. Holcomb out of the stretch, 0-2. Up the right side, out of play as Robinson tried to swing out of his cleats. Here's the Schaefer Show Monday night against Missouri Baptist, the starter for IU Southeast. Kept one of the top offenses in the country at bay. A leadoff hit by pitch and a single up the middle has put runners at first and third. 1 out in the books, 2 strikes in the top of the first. We're scoreless. Hard hit right to Rusey, excuse me, Nick Kennedy at short, low throw. Nice diving stop. Did Glad keep his foot on the bag? He did! It was an errant throw from Frickle, but Glad made up for it. Rusey used to make plays like that all the time. Ben Kennedy following suit. Missouri Baptist head coach Eddie Uschel not happy as he stomps in from the third base bag. He's trying to argue to say that maybe Nathaniel Haben didn't have the best look at it. And now time is called, and all 4 of our umpires will huddle up. This place got to a standing room only and at their feet for what they right now believe is a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Here comes Nathaniel Haveman in from first. We'll keep it here as he gets an earful from the 25th year Missouri Baptist head coach Eddie Uschel. And now he wants them, all 4 umpires, just to huddle up and chat. Again, Haveman was right on top of it at first. So you would have the best angle to see if Glad's foot had come off the bag entirely, either before he caught the ball in or after he did, and then the runner beat him. As of now, it's a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Kennedy to Frickle, and Glad had to jump out for it, but he snared it at first. Knepp has already got his gear on, and the call is upheld, and at the top of the first is over. Eddie Uschel still not happy, just wearing out the right ear of Michael Ingram. Off to the bottom of the first. The home team picking up the sticks for the first time in this elimination game.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
So a Kennedy, Frickle, Glad 6-4-3 double play ends a threatening top of the first. And now here comes the Taylor offense that was stuck in the mud through the first 6 or so innings in their game earlier today in the loss to IU Southeast. Landon Albers, the 6'2 sophomore left-hander out of Breese, Illinois. Goes lefty versus lefty here to Cam Knepp, but the first pitch is a breaker and a strike. Quickly working is 33 in gray. Knepp screams it out of play, 0-2. Albers making his 10th start of the year, a 5.67 earned run average, 6-2 the record. 54 innings, 50 strikeouts, and 31 walks. Up 0-2. Knepp leaves one high, and it's a ball and 2 strikes for the lefty right fielder. Knepp was 0 for 3, walked to get on his only time up earlier today. Off speed is left high, 2-2. We'll set the defense behind Albers after the Knepp at-bat comes to a close. Same batting order for Taylor as earlier today. Scoreless bottom of 1. 2-2, Knepp leans back inside, and he's got the count full, 3-2. In typical Knepp fashion, falls behind 0-2, and then in the blink of an eye, 3 pitches, and he's got this bad boy full, trying to get on to lead off the bottom of the first of this elimination contest. Foul tips the 3-2 back, will dance again. David, Glad, Manning, Frickle, Picchiotti, Kennedy, Remick, Caruso. The main Taylor 9 ever since the upper body injury to Caleb Colpian about a month and a half ago. Knepp fights off another 3-2, skies it to the left, off the handle of the bat. Each team playing their third game here of the opening round. So pitching staff should be fairly even. Knepp leaves a 3-2, and he starts it off with a leadoff walk. That is now 62 free passes for Knepp in his senior year. Back-to-back 60 walk years.
Now batting third baseman Mason David.
He broke the single-season record with 43 as a sophomore, smashed it last year as a junior with 67. If Taylor can make it to the World Series, to have a chance to break it for the third straight year. But here's the Player of the Year of the Crossroads League, Mason David. Mason was 2 for 3 with a walk, getting on base his last 3 times up against IU Southeast earlier today. Takes a mighty hack, and it's 1-1. Blaine Bessie in left, Blaine Yarger in center, Cameron Roll, the right fielder from OBAP, Jaden Orozco at third, Alex Adams, the shortstop, Cesar Soto, the second baseman. David up the left side and high. Might not be deep enough as Bessie cutting it off, and he makes the catch above his head on the left field foul line. A high but short, long out number 1. Off the bat, with that mighty cut of David's, the Taylor faithful rose to their feet. A small pocket of Missouri Baptist folks in the navy blue are sitting off to our right, but they have been swarmed like an amoeba by the Taylor students that have come out today in this tradition of May of baseball at Winterholder Field. Ball 1 low to Glad. The rest of the Missouri Baptist defense, same as their game earlier against Tech. Jaden Orozco at third, Alex Adams at short, Cesar Soto at second, as we mentioned, Cole Robinson at first, and Jacob Kuneski behind the plate. Glad, a mighty cut, trying to go to the moon. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam, the team leader in homers, with 11 on the year. Struggled early. Got a game-tying RBI single late. Chases another upstairs fastball, and he's down 1-2 in this lefty-on-lefty showdown. Glad had 2 big hits to end the Crossroads League tournament. A game-tying home run and the eventual game-winning hit. Sits away on an away fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No score, bottom of the first. Knepp walks a safe lead out at first base after a leadoff walk. Glad fights one off, little flare to the left side, dropping in for a hit. 2 on as Knepp aggressively rounds first, then slipping and losing it is Bessie. He tried to con Knepp into trying to go to third. So there are 2 on with 1 away, and the Electric Factory has gotten a man on. First hit of the night for TU. Manning trying to turn his opening round back onto the right foot. 1 for 3 earlier today with a walk and a single. He's 1 for 6 in the 2 games so far. Takes the first one and sends it high in the air to center. Playing back is Yarger. He has got great speed, and he coasts in and makes the catch in shallow center for the second out. The struggles continue for Manning, sadly, and now Taylor's going to have to try to do some work with 2 away.
Up to the plate, the second baseman, Brennan Frickle.
The Trojans were just 2 for 10 with 2 outs in the loss to IU Southeast to start our day off. Frickle, the second baseman, digs in for the first time as Soto creeps in close to second base. He's the second baseman for Missouri Baptist. Changeup is low, ball one. Frickle started the day batting .277. He was 0 for 4 in our game earlier today. He was 1 for 8 in the opening round. Checks, did he go around? Yes, says Nathaniel Haveman at first. Count evens here to the Texan. 2 on. No score, bottom of 1 of this elimination game. Inside changeup, 2-1. Frickle, one of the more clutch men at the plate for the Trojans over his almost 2-year career. Spot opportunities last year as a freshman. Good eye on an upstairs heater, 3-1. Frickle broke his hand in just the second at-bat of the season on January 26, 2023. Came back late in the year and took some pinch hit at-bats in both the opening round and the World Series. 3-1 up the left side. Is it going to stay fair? Going, and just foul by about 3 feet. Whoo, baby. A sigh of relief for Albers as he's got the count full. The Trojans are about to set Nepp and Glad free from second and first. A packed house here at Winter-Holder Field. We've seen it the last 3 years whenever the Trojans play. This place is hard to get a seat. They're stretched out up the left field chain link fence, keeping Taylor head coach Kyle Gould company in the third base coach's box. Full count now to Frickle. Fights it off to the right side, out of play to the lot. Taylor students lean their necks, trying to see if their car might have been damaged. Or maybe an opportunity to bring that back and have Frickle sign it after the game. A popular young man as a sophomore from Driftwood, Texas. One of the FCA leaders here on campus, along with his teammate Luke Picchiotti, who's on deck. 3-2, and this one back to the lot once again. The runners are going with 2 strikes and 2 outs in the home side of the first. Taylor went 3-0 in the opening round last year. It was a coronation of a party against Point Park a year ago. They're going to have to battle here today and win 3 games in less than 24 hours. For Missouri Baptist, it'll be 4 in the same time frame. Frickle chasing upstairs fastball, and Albers gets a strikeout, and he is pumped. His dugout comes out to greet him on the first base side. Both teams put men on, but no one can score in the first. Here, this elimination game on the Trojan Sports Network.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, Rob Sisson, and Adam Sieglin, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Catcher Koneski to lead it off in front of the packed house at Winter-Holder Field. Koneski 2 for 5 in the opener. Holcomb a ball away, and we're off and galloping here in the top of the second inning. Each team with a runner, each team with a hit, I should say, in the first. Strike at the knees. Caruso pulls it up to even it up here to Kuneski. Kuneski 2 for 5 in the first game. A couple of singles. Also walked twice and reached on an error. Big swing and a miss, off speed, blown by Holcomb. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Kuneski had a rough first game Monday, going 0 for 4. Batting .354 when our day began. Swing and a miss, and see you later. Slider there from Holcomb, and he struts back after a leadoff strikeout here in the top of the second. One away for the switch-hitting right fielder Cameron Roll. Lefty against the right-handed throwing Holcomb. Bouncer first base side, but foul. Good stab by the Mobap first base coach. Roll, the 5'9" junior from Wentzville, Missouri. Transferred in from St. Charles Community College. A strike on him. And now a ball on a fastball low. Holcomb from Wakarusa, Indiana, in the northern part of the state. Third one, gets the outside corner with a little help there from Caruso. Strike 2. The biggest thing for Holcomb this year is in trying to keep him healthy. A couple of years ago, his season ended early with an elbow injury, had to have Tommy John surgery. Last year, a little up. 2 years ago, a little up and down. Swing and a miss here. That's back-to-back punch-outs. That one 90 miles an hour on the dot. And after a rough first inning, Holcomb has found a nice groove here in the second.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jaden Orozco.
Batter is Jaden Orozco. Bases empty, top of 2, no score in this elimination game between top seed Missouri Baptist and 2 seed Taylor. We're also the hosts. High for a ball. Orozco, 5'10" junior out of Chandler, Arizona. Played at both Western Nebraska Community College and Modesto Junior College before getting to Mobap. Takes an inside off speed, called for strike 1. Orozco 2 for 5 in the win over Indiana Tech to get to this game tonight. Also scored twice. Bats out of the 7 spot. Third one is popped up right side. Foul ground. Glad has got plenty of room to work. He keeps tracking to his left. He pops up and makes the grab. 3 up, 3 down in the second. Scoreless after 1.5. Here from Winterholder Field on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
batting for the Trojans, center fielder Picchiotti.
So Holcomb gets a 3-up, 3-down inning in the top of the second. 6, 7, and 8 coming up for TU here in the bottom of 2 with Picchiotti to get it going. Takes the first pitch, belt high, fastball. Outside half, 0-1. Pick earlier today, 1 for 4 with a single. Was a part of 2 unfortunate double plays that the Trojans hit into. The real pesky one was the one late after a leadoff hit by pitch in the 6th inning as Taylor was down 2-0. Second offering fouled away by Pick. Leaves the third one high, fastball 1-2. Taylor was down 2-0 before they got single runs in the 7th and the 8th. And they had Remick, the tying run, after a home run was hit inside. Picchiotti takes eerily close for strike 3 for the crowding lefty Picchiotti. But a homer in the bottom of the 8th for Goodwin, who was the viral man from Monday with that Banana Land game for IU Southeast against Indiana Tech. Fastball away, 2-2. Now 3-2, excuse me. So the Trojans had tied it. Place was going nuts. David got thrown out at home trying to score from second that would have given them the lead. The homer in the bottom half of the inning set IU Southeast forward. Fouled third base, foul. But in the top of the 9th, down with their backs against the wall, Remick hit a single up the middle. Riley Singleton pinching and scorched one out towards right field. It was hauled in by Powell, and the Trojans fell 3-2 earlier. Another 3-2 here from Albers. Picchiotti leaves it high, and he will venture to first. Appeal to third. Tony Monteleone Jr. just chomping on his gum as they try to get the appeal. He was munching on that gum, just looking around, taking in the sights, man, saying, man, there are a ton of people here tonight. And then head coach Kyle Gould had to say, hey, Tone, Michael Ingram wants to talk to you real quick. So back-to-back leadoff walks have the Trojans on the right foot in their first 2 turns at the plate. A low inside strike starts Ben Kennedy off 0-1. Ben, the starting shortstop for the 2nd straight season. Swings and misses on an off-speed one low, 0-2. Lefty versus righty matchup with Albers on the hill. Kennedy, one of the rare starting freshmen out of the blocks here at TU. 2 strikes, bouncing it in as Albers, with Picchiotti hanging out over there at first. He's tied for the team lead in stolen bases with Caleb Colpine, who sadly hasn't played in a month due to an upper body injury. 1-2, and Kennedy puts her out of play. Foul ball. We talk about shortstops. We mentioned Nick Ruschi earlier by mistake, just out of habit. Starting shortstop for 3 years. His predecessor, Josh Lane, watching with his wife Haley down in Florida. Their apprentice, Ben Kennedy. That'd be Josh and Roosh. 2-2 for BK. Also, shout out to the Lanes. Haley expecting their first child here in a few weeks. Former setter of the year, Haley. Inside, maybe a little bit high. Missouri Baptist dugout not happy as Eddie Ushold, their 25th year head coach, takes 3 steps out of the dugout. Looks to home plate umpire Michael Ingram is perplexed, and now Ingram asking him in a polite but firm way to go back to the dugout. 3-2 to Kennedy. Picchiotti on with a leadoff walk. Kennedy fouls it off to the left, and he stays alive as the Trojans try to get our first run here of the night. This will be the 40th pitch for Albers. Here's we're in the second batter in the bottom of the second. Picchiotti goes. Ball 4. Throw down to second. Not in time. And there are 2 on for Remick. Three walks for Albers out of the gate.
Now batting the DH, Fletcher Remick.
And now there is still conversations going on between the Missouri Baptist dugout and Michael Ingram behind the plate. Two on, nobody out. Prime scoring opportunity for the home team. Remick, a late bunt, goes directly back to the backstop for a strike here to the sophomore DH. Remick 1 for 4 in the opener on Monday. The most popular student on Taylor's campus, Lily Moore, delivering cookies to the press box. That's why she's so popular. Remick's bunt in the air, third base side. Albers dives, he doesn't get to it. That's going to be a problem. And overrunning it is Orozco. Everybody safe as Albers with a Superman dive. That was all for naught. And now they're loaded up for Caruso. Nobody out in the bottom of the second for the home team. Maybe Lily needs to bring cookies to the press box more often. Good things have happened with sugary treats up here. It wasn't the prettiest bunt as Remick got underneath it too much than he would have liked. But the result is more than he could have asked for. He gets everybody up a base and also gets to hang out with Cam Screeton over at first on a bunt single. Caruso, the fifth-year graduate student transfer from Thomas More. And Taylor, after their offense was stuck in neutral for the first 6 innings earlier today, they're trying to put this sucker in fifth gear here in the bottom of the second, trying to keep their postseason alive. Lefty Albers gives one to Caruso, and he just tried to sky it out of play to get the sac fly and score Picciotti and hand the baton off to the top of the order in Knepp. Underneath and off the outside part of the barrel. 3-2 walks and the bunt single from Remick. The 0-1. Low. And the count evens. Caruso, a 195 average on the year. Was 0 for 1 earlier today. Third one. Caruso towards center field. High in the air. Yarger now jogging forward in the gap. Takes a couple steps forward. Picciotti bluffs. Yarger dropped it as a transfer. Yarger with an excellent arm. Taylor didn't want to test it. So one gone and the bases remain full. Just didn't get enough carry out there to center field to try to give to give Picciotti with his excellent speed a chance from third. So here's Knepp. Second time through the order for Albers against the Trojans. That's the 17th ranked team in the country. Knepp takes a slider on the outside, 0-1. Knepp a walk, then was 0 for 3 against IU Southeast in the winner's bracket game to start off today. Swings and misses on an upstairs fastball as Albers has now found a nice rhythm after walking Picciotti and Kennedy and giving up the Remick bunt single that he tried to dive and could not haul in. Yarger playing decently deep in center, but great speed. 2 strikes on Knepp. Lefty-lefty matchup, zipping away 1-2. The Electric Factory, the 2 through 5 spots in the Taylor order, waits on deck. Knepp trying to put a run on the board before they can come to the show. Right side, knocked down, throw to second for 1. Not caught! Not caught! As Picciotti scores from third, the usually reliable Adams missed the catch as Robinson slowly and had a hesitation for a moment. Wanted to try to turn the inning-ending double play instead of getting the easy out at first, and instead nobody is out on that play, and a run is home. 1-0 Taylor, and now here comes the Electric Factory, started by the Player of the Year, Mason David. So an E3 or an E6. We'll have to wait and see who that was given to, either on the throw or on the catch. It's on the catch. So it's either on Adams or Soto. I think it was Adams who was covering. Strike to David to start. Pops it up in the air towards center field. Yarger racing, dropping. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Throw way off and sliding in. Feet first is Kennedy. A throw from Yarger that pulled Kuneski up the first base line. 2-0 Trojans in the eliminator tonight. So Kennedy scores.
Now batting, the first baseman, Sam Glad.
2-0 the Taylor lead. And now here's Glad trying to really set this place on fire. Goes after the first one and yanks her to the right. Single to the left side. First time up tonight. Remick, the lead man at second, net behind him at first. Outside, about a ball and a half away. Kuneski, a good effort to try to pull it over. But it's a ball and a strike. It's a Glad who won the Charles Berry Hustle Award, going 7 for 15 with 4 homers that he then proceeded to count after the second one of the World Series last year. Cuts on an upstairs fastball, comes up with nothing, and he's down 1-2. As Glad really swinging for the fences here on this cool and windless night in Upland, Indiana. 2 runs are home on an error and a sac fly. Taylor has taken a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the second. Good eye from Glad, below the knees and away. And this lefty versus lefty showdown is all square at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Glad has had a hit in all 3 games, trying to get his first multi-hit game today. Off the end of the bat, tailing towards the gap in left center field. Yarger charging, not going to get to it. 1 run has come in and Nepp. He's trying to drag home, and it's going to be a 2 RBI double for Sam Glad, who turns it up when the calendar turns to May. High fives all around for the students sitting down below us. 2 for 2 night for Glad, who has had some struggles in this opening round. But he is locked and loaded here tonight. And time is called as Eddie Uschel, the 25th year Missouri Baptist headman, saunters out for a chat with Landon Albers. Before Braden Manning steps in, he'll be the 8th batter of the inning. And the Trojans score 4 here in the bottom of the second and have really feasted here on the lefty Albers. Infield powwow broken up. This place is packed to the gills. There's maybe 15 open seats. And we got students walking up here just trying to survey and find an open chair back or a bleacher to pull up into here and join the party. Winter Holder Field right in the middle of campus. The Student Center sitting behind the batter's eye in center field that's not even a month old. The sophomores trying to connect here. Ball 1 to Manning. So the Electric Factory has driven in 3 runs, a David sac fly, 2 RBI double for Glad, and Manning trying to keep the charge pulsating through Winter Holder Field. Misses on an off speed, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. 4 runs on 2 hits. The error by Adams is looming larger here because that could have been out number 2. There's a decision from Robinson to throw to second as Manning scorches one to the edge of the dugout. Ricochets back, and catching it on the hop is the former all-conference catcher, Taylor head coach Kyle Gould. But it's the Robinson decision to throw to second instead of taking the easy out at first. And that David sack fly would have been an ending fly ball. And not allowed Glad to have the 2 RBI chance. Manning trying to inflict more damage. Rips it third base side, fair, and now here comes Glad. It's going to be a 5-0 Taylor lead as Manning scoots his way into second base, and the Trojans cooking with gas here at home in the bottom of the second. Back-to-back doubles.
Stepping up to the plate, number 16, Brennan Frickle.
And now can Frickle join the party? 60 pitches for Albers, and now some activity in the Mobat pen. Frickle chased a high fastball that was going to send this place into hysterics. He's the 9th batter in the bottom of the second. Taylor threatened with first and second and 1 away in the first. Came up empty. Holcomb sat the side down in order in the top of the inning. Up the right side and high towards the right field corner. Roll with a good read on. He is running, and he makes a sprinting and running catch in foul ground to get the bottom of the second over. But an error, a sac fly, and back-to-back doubles. Glad for 2, Manning for 1, has put Taylor up 5-0 after 2 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Can Missouri Baptist answer down 5-0? It's their biggest deficit here of the opening round. Holcomb leaves one high as we're off and running here in the top of the third inning. Second one, outside corner for a strike. Remember, this game started with Holcomb plunking Bessie on the very first pitch of the game. Missouri Baptist got first and third, but a key 6-4-3 double play ended the first with no runs. And now Holcomb is cooking right along, back to the outside, and he's got strike 2. 1-2. As he locks horns with DJ Schmidt, the DH who was great in game number 1 earlier today from OBAP. 8-9-1 coming up for the Spartans. Low and away, not chasing that one is Schmidt. 2-2. DJ 2 for 5. Got on via a bunt, a double, drove in 2 inside. Cannot get that one to go, and the count is 3-2 to the leadoff man. So a 2 for 5 day for Schmidt. Payoff, up the left side, foul, will dance again. Schmidt also drove in 2 in his first start here of the opening round. Was the courtesy runner Monday night. Leads off the top of the third. Missouri Baptist batting down 5-0. Off the end of the bat, a little extra grunt there for Holcomb on a 90 mile an hour fastball. Righty on lefty. 2 foul balls with 2 strikes, pay off again. And we'll have 3 foul balls with 2 strikes. Schmidt, the 5'11 graduate student, going into the 5th-year senior Alec Holcomb. The team leader in wins this year with 9 for the Trojan bunch. Swing and a miss, and Holcomb jacked up on the mound. He's struck out 3 men tonight, and he has sat down 5 in a row. Big strikeout to start the 3rd.
Now batting the second baseman, Cesar Soto.
Pitch comparisons through 2 innings and 1 part of the 3rd. 32 offerings for Holcomb, 62 on the other side for Albers and Mobap. Number 9 man, Cesar Soto. Too far in, ball 1. Soto 2 for 4, scored twice, also drove in a run in the 16-7 romp over Indiana Tech to eliminate the Warriors. Inside fastball, too far in, and the righty Soto goes ahead 2-0. Our 2 teams eliminated so far, the 3-seed Mid-America Nazarene, who lost their only 2 games they played, and Indiana Tech, who went 1-2, eliminated by Missouri Baptist earlier. Good off speed, darts in for a strike. 2-1. One away, nobody on the pitch. Too low, and it's 3-1 here for the dangerous Soto. .58 senior out of Venezuela. One away in the top of 3. Away for a 1-out walk, and the first base runner on for Missouri Baptist since the 1st inning.
The left fielder, Blaine Bessie.
Top of the order for Blaine Bessie, the left fielder. Second time up for the Spartans. Fastball low, ball 1. Bessie was the one that Holcomb plunked to start the game off. He got all the way to 3rd before the 6-4-3 double play ended the 1st. IU Southeast has made their way to see who they're going to play tomorrow. They're walking around the field. They go up the right field line. Can't find a seat in the lower bowl. Second offering misses from Holcomb. It's 2-0, and out comes 6th-year pitching coach Justin Barber for his first chat of the night. A clinical 1-2-3 second, where Holcomb threw just 10 pitches. Here, a little bit more work. Struck out Schmidt, but it took him 9 pitches to do so. Fell behind early to Soto, and just couldn't get back into rhythm as he stands at first, talking with Glad. And it's 2 balls and no strikes here to Bessie. 5-0 deficit for top seed Missouri Baptist. They lost their first game to the team in the championship game, IU Southeast, on Monday night. They won earlier today, 16-7 against Indiana Tech, to get to this elimination game and get the championship Thursday, thanks to the mostly washed out yesterday. We only got 1 game in. Taylor, winners against 3-seed Mid-American Nazarene on Monday, 10-2, and then fell in a tough one today where offense was a struggle against IU Southeast, 3-2. 2-0 to Bessie, the left fielder, 1 away, with Mobap batting in the top of the 3rd, down 5. Inside strike, and whatever Justin Barber said works, 2-1. Had a nice chat with his parents earlier. Barber, by the way, a broadcasting major during his time at Spring Arbor. Low, bounces away from Caruso, and Soto moves up to second base. A rare one to get by Caruso. 3-1 for the second straight batter here from Missouri Baptist as they try to get some momentum here in the top of the third, down 5. Bessie was 0 for 2 Monday night against IU Southeast. 1 for 5 in the game earlier today. 3-1 up the right side, foul. The winner of this game matches up with IU Southeast tomorrow at 11 a.m. One of these two teams on the field tonight is going to need to win both tomorrow, with the unblemished Grenadiers waiting in the wings. Payoff, low for ball 4, and Holcomb has walked back-to-back men after getting a leadoff strikeout.
Now batting the center fielder, Blaine Yarger.
The second Blaine in the order, Yarger. Center fielder steps in. Holcomb, the righty, out of the stretch. The lefty center fielder, the leader in homers for the Spartans. A strike pulled up to the knees on the outer half. Off speed there from Holcomb. Yarger singled up the middle his first time. As the Taylor outfield backs up here with the power hitting Yarger at the plate. Open lefty stance. Fastball up and away. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Yarger, the senior, out of Missouri, St. Charles Community College to start. 2 on the pond here with 1 away. Top of the third, Missouri Baptist down 5. Low and in. And it's 2-1 as Holcomb has gotten behind every man outside of Schmidt, who he struck out here today. Actually did get behind him because it was 3-2. Mobap, one of the most electric offenses in the country. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. 2-1. Yarger, high in the air, left side of the park, tailing towards the bullpen. And it'll land on the edge of the pen with Manning hustling after it. Strike 2 on Yarger. A packed house here at Winterholder Field for the host Taylor. Home team on the board tonight, taking on the top seed Missouri Baptist. Mobap down 5-0, but threatening here in the third. Yarger, liner, Kennedy dives. Oh, he caught it! Ben Kennedy flashing the leather one more time, 2 away. If Kennedy doesn't haul that in, that's trouble going to the left center field gap. Soto is ready to hit the afterburners and try to score from second. And now there are 2 away for Alex Adams. That diving catch from Kennedy has ignited the Pro Taylor crowd. Holcomb looks to second. Home out of the stretch. First pitch strike. And a good start here for Holcomb after first pitch balls to everybody here in the frame outside of Yarger. Holcomb trying to get out of this sticky situation and throw a third 0 up here to start off this eliminator game. Fastball too low. Ball and a strike. Adams 0 for 1 on the fly out to right field to Knepp. That was the first out back in the first inning. Soto walks in a nice healthy lead off the second base. He stays. A little low and in, 2-1. Off speed there from the 5th-year senior Holcomb. Adams third on the team in average at 380. Up 2-1. Hard hit, deep left field. Going back is Manning. He stops at the warning track, and it's a 3-run home run for Alex Adams. The first home run of the opening round for Missouri Baptist. They had hit 108 coming in, their 109th. Makes it a 5-3 ball game with 2 outs here in the top of the third for Adams, his 22nd of the year.
baseman Cole Robinson.
Just the second hit off of Holcomb, but those walks have come back to hurt the fifth-year senior. And an opening strike here to Cole Robinson, with this place really starting to buzz. Here with the small but loud and powerful Missouri Baptist section down to our right. Robinson lifts the 0-1 out of play. He hit into that double play to end the bottom of the first. So crooked numbers up the last two frames. 5 in the bottom of the second for Taylor, 3 here in the top of the third for Missouri Baptist. 2 strikes on Robinson. Bases vacant with 2 away. Low as it bounces to the backstop. No harm done with the bases vacant of folks. We mentioned folks have lined now the right side chain link fence. And a couple of folks in golf carts dotting both sides of the outfield fence. Liner, one hop right down to Kennedy. He sets his feet, fires across, and there's the third out. But a 2-out, 3-run home run for Alex Adams has drawn Missouri Baptist to within 2. 5-3 after 2.5 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
A tighter game for Landon Albers than what he left. Picchiotti starts off with a swing and a miss. Off speed away. 3-run home run for Adams, who's breathed life back into Missouri Baptist. They now trail 5-3 after getting hit with a rock of 5 runs in the bottom of the second by Taylor. Ball and a strike. Picchiotti walked and scored on that error that Net put into play. First time warning issued. Just clipping the corner. Albers on the late strike call by Michael Ingram. Picchiotti turns and gets an explanation. 1-2 home. Picchiotti scoops it back foul. There are still Taylor folks trying to come in here, trying to find a seat, but they are few and far between as this place started to fill up. Just shy of 7. Curveball, and Picchiotti looks at strike 3. Good pitch there from Albers. Started off at the eyes and drops it into the zone. First strikeout for the lefty today, and he's starting to pitch with some confidence after the first run for his bunch comes on the board.
Late shortstop, Ben Kennedy.
Kennedy batting for the second time. Swings and misses. That one that tails away on the outside. Lefty versus righty here. Kennedy walked and scored. Last inning, chases one low, and Albers pitching with a lot of confidence. He just gets the ball back, toes the rubber, and gets ready to rocket fire here in the bottom of the third. 0-2 again. This one too far inside, bouncing it short. 1 ball, 2 strikes for the shortstop Kennedy, who made a highlight reel jumping catch. Keeps runs off the board for the time being, preceding the Adams home run. Curve, and that paints him on the outside. That's the second nasty 12-6 curve from Albers. Got Picchiotti looking, gets Kennedy looking. 2 up and 2 down for Taylor in the third. Their lead is 5-3. Lefty on righty. Albers a high fastball. Remick singled to load the bases last inning. He'll have to get a 2-out rally going here. Foul tips the second one to even the count. Taylor 2 for 4 with 2 outs tonight. Much better start than they were with 2 outs in the game earlier today. Remick lays off one high and away. Puts the righty DH out of Illinois ahead 2-1. 5-3 the Taylor lead. Bottom of the third for the Trojan Bats. 2-1, off speed, swung on and missed, and that breaking ball has been money in the bank for Albers here in the third. Would not be surprised for him to start off and go to the high 12-6 curveball that got Picchiotti and Kennedy looking for strike 3 to precede Remick. 2-2, heater this time, and Remick chases it low. A strike outside here in the bottom of the third. Albers excited as he should be. We've played 3 from Winter-Holder Field. Taylor in front. 5-3 against Missouri Baptist here on the Trojan Sports Network. Winner goes to the championship game tomorrow.
If you get sick, you can trust that we will take care of you. As a Magnet-designated healthcare system, our expert team will create a personalized plan to get you back on your feet. Marion Health. Great care from great people.
Taylor scores 5 in the second. 3 runs on 1 swing for Alex Adams in the top half of the fourth. The top half of the third, we go to the fourth. Missouri Baptist batting, trailing 5-3. Kuneski leads it off. And a fastball inside for a strike. Again, 2 walks are what got Holcomb in trouble last inning. He's walked a couple of men tonight. Misses away with an off-speed, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two walks and a hit by pitch for the freebies tonight here for Holcomb. Kuneski, the catcher, watches one miss low, 2-1. Now warming up in the bullpen, doing some calisthenics is Dalton Swinehart. Fourth one. At the knees and a strike on the outside third. Even it up, looking strike 2. We're in the top of the fourth. Missouri Baptist batting, trailing 5-3. 2-2 off the end of the bat foul. The winner gets IU Southeast in what tonight's winner would hope would be the first of 2 championship games tomorrow. They will need 2 wins to go to the World Series. IU Southeast needs just 1. The loser season comes to a close and will be our 3rd team eliminated here from the Upland opening round bracket. Another 2-2. Looking away, thinking about it was Kuneski. He thought better, and the count is full. For the last couple of frames, more often than not, the Spartan Bats have worked the count full against Holcomb. Payoff on its way, and we'll do it again. And that one got close to hitting the car. You can tell because of the ooze that rained down from the Taylor students. Again, it's only funny until it gets to be your car. Then it's not funny. It's expensive. 7th one from Holcomb. Low for ball 4. And the leadoff man is on for just the 2nd time here tonight for Missouri Baptist. But that home run from Adams has really sparked some life out of that first base dugout, as Kevin Watkins comes in to run for Kuneski, the catcher. Batter is Cameron Roll, the right fielder.
The courtesy runner at first base, number 21, Kevin Watkins.
Roll, the switch hitting right fielder, excuse me. Caruso tries to pull it across the corner, unsuccessful, ball 1.
Right fielder, Cameron Roll.
Missouri Baptist 2 for 5 with runners on base tonight, as Roll represents the tying run. Coming back and getting the outside corner this time is Holcomb. Little change-up action there from the 5th-year senior right-hander. Now playing catch is Swinehart in the pen with Michael Long. Holcomb out of the stretch. Ground ball right side. Frickle sits on it. Turns to second for 1 to get. No, Kennedy drops it. An error for Taylor as the middle infielders have been bitten with some unfortunate errors here in the postseason. Frickle, a couple of errors at second. Just a missed catch there for Kennedy. And instead of getting the lead man out at second, everybody's safe. The tying runs are on with nobody out for Orozco.
Third baseman.
An error by Andrews kick-started the final 4 runs of that 2nd inning for Taylor. Orozco shows bunt. Holcomb misses his barrel and gets a strike. Taylor hoping to avoid the same fate here with an error on their shortstop. 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the 4th for Jaden Orozco. Showed bunt on the first one. Does not on the second. He scoots back and doesn't want to wear one on his left hip. It wasn't a great start for Crabtree earlier today. The problem for Taylor against IU Southeast were the bats and trying to get going. They did late. Holcomb running into some trouble here in the last 2 frames. 2 on, nobody out. Top of 4. Swing and a miss as Orozco tried to hit that one to the next galaxy. An annihilating swing there from the 3rd baseman Orozco, who calls Chandler, Arizona home. He's 0 for 1, popped out to Glad in foul territory, first base. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Holcomb gets a big first out on a strikeout. Number 4 for him.
Now batting, number 6, DJ Schmidt.
And now here's DJ Schmidt, who is a rock star, batting out of the 8th spot against Indiana Tech earlier today. For the top seed and 7th-ranked Missouri Baptist. Cam Screeton, Taylor assistant coach, pokes his head out of the dugout to our left. Fastball down the middle, low, taking for a strike is Schmidt. Schmidt 0 for 1, but he had a very long first at-bat. Led off last inning. Let her high, strike two. 0-2, one away, two on. As Missouri Baptist, after spotting Taylor 5 runs in the bottom of the second, have an opportunity to tie or take the lead here at the top of the fourth of our elimination contest tonight to move on to the championship game tomorrow morning at 11. No balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3, see ya. Schmidt never let the bat leave his back shoulder. Holcomb shakes out his shoulders as he glares into center field, 2 gone. Still 2 on with Watkins at second and Roll at first. Ball slips out of Holcomb's grasp. Batter wasn't ready in Soto, now he is. Still down 2 are the Spartans here in the top of 4. Low for a ball. Swinehart just starting his warm-up paces over there in the left field pen. Holcomb at 75 pitches tossed tonight. Let her high, strike, outer half, 1-1. Soto walked and then scored on the home run by Adams last frame. Down and away from the righty Soto, the second baseman. That puts 4 and Gray up ahead, 2-1. Time is called. Not time, but head coach Kyle Gould pops out of the dugout and motions Cam Knepp in a couple of steps in right field. Tying runs are on with Mobap down 2. Bouncer to the right side. Frickle, couple steps to his left, snags off his left shoulder. Sidearm to first for out number 3. Holcomb, after the first 2 men reach, he sets the next 3 down in order, and Taylor in front 5-3 after 3.5 here on TSN.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Bottom of the order up for Taylor in the bottom of the fourth. After working around a 2-on, no-out situation, their 2-run lead still intact at 5-3. Caruso skies the first one he gets here from Albers, who just got done striking out the side. But Holcomb unabated, with Mobap riding a ton of momentum here, and there's that nasty 12-6 curve that comes inside. It throws Picciotti and Kennedy for strike 3 last inning, and he gets Caruso for strike 2. Caruso 0 for 1. Inside, just a hair, misses 1-2. They are slightly delayed strike calls from Ingram behind the plate, particularly on strike 3. The fourth one. That one in the opposite batter's box. 2-2 for the righty Caruso. Bottom of the fourth, Taylor leading by 2. Caruso watches it bounce in short, and the count is full. for the Taylor backstop. Caruso trying to get on the bases here. Has not done so. Actually did once with a hit by pitch against IU Southeast earlier today. Payoff. Flyers it back. Albers now at 82 tosses. There was some activity going on in the Mobat pen. It is slowed down to a trickle. Away ball 4, and the leadoff man is on for Taylor for the third time here tonight in the elimination game. Drew Loy, the speedy outfielder, will be the courtesy runner.
The courtesy runner at first base, number 25, Drew Lloyd. Now batting the right fielder, Sam.
So top of the order up here against Albers, third time through the order. Knepp has gotten on twice with a walk and then the fielder's choice. Those eventually dropped by the shortstop Adams. One run came around to score on that contact to give Taylor their first run, but that would have been out number 2. David flew out afterwards. Ball 1 here to Knepp. Then those last 4 runs came in when they probably shouldn't have if Johnson Robinson just steps on first. Knepp swings and misses on a breaking ball, 1-1. Or actually foul tipped, it got just a hair of it. 5-3 Taylor lead, bottom of 4. Loy runs for Caruso at first after a leadoff walk. Knepp leaves one high at the eyes, and that puts him ahead 2-1. Knepp trying to set the table for the Electric Factory, 2 through 5, waiting on deck. Roll over right to the second baseman, Soto. Scoops to Adams at second for 1. Bulleted over to first. Nice strong throw from Adams, and the Trojans hit into their third double play of the day. First one tonight, and they're quickly 2 away. 4-6-3, the combination.
Now batting number 15, Mason David. Go Mason!
Third time up for David. He's 0 for 1. Fastball up high. Albers knocking on the door of 90 pitches thrown, and we're 2 outs in the 4th. Off target there, 2 balls, no strikes. David, a 2 for 3 showing against IUS earlier, a couple of singles and a walk. Belt high outside, clips the corner, 2-1. That's the 90th offering from the lefty Albers tonight. 2 away, nobody on. David high into the night sky, and you can kiss it goodbye. A 2-run solo blast for the Crossroads League Player of the Year, Mason David. His 10th homer of the year, and a standing ovation for 15 in purple.
Now batting the first baseman, Sam Webb.
And now here's Glad. These two went back-to-back Monday, and Glad had sights on doing that again here on Wednesday. Chops are down. For Taylor, that is just their second earned run tonight. It's their third hit with 2 outs, so they flipped that from earlier today where they struggled mightily with 2 gone in the loss to IUS. 10th homer of the year for David. 1 off with a team lead for the man at the plate, Glad. Albers keeps that one far, far away. The Electric Factory is driven in 5 of Taylor's 6 runs. Those would be David, Glad, Manning, and Frickle, 2 through 5 in the Taylor order. Glad having his best game of the opening round, 2 for 2. And now he's ahead 3-1 after a first pitch that was dead red for Glad. That's 3 straight out of the zone, with Manning the cleanup man on deck. David just turned and launched his 10th home run of the season. This one over the left field fence. Taylor's lead back to 3. 3-1, Glad skies it up the right side. Trying to track into the night sky is Robinson. Backing up into foul ground, sashaying, and he missed it. It landed fair. Oh, what a terrible thing to happen to Robinson. He was sashaying in foul ground, and it landed a whisker inside fair territory. And what should have been out number 3 for the second time with Robinson has extended the bottom of the 4th. You could not have walked and placed that ball any closer to the foul line with your hand. And Glad hit it 10,000 feet in the air and then just boop, right there on the line. Let's try that again. Boop, right there on the line. It's been a long week. My voice is kind of shot. Apologies. Mound visit for Eddie Ushold. Place is starting to buzz once again after the David homer and the seeing eye of all seeing eye singles. This place got appropriate kudos for the environment that helped ride the Trojans to the undisputed Crossroads League Championship here in 2024. Regular season and tournament titles. And they have turned out in droves here for the 3 opening round games for Taylor. And that's the 3rd mound visit of the night for Missouri Baptist. We're 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. David's home run and a blooper up the right side that Robinson thought was going to go fair, and then it was not. Gives Manning a chance. Fastball high for a ball. 1 for 2 night for Manning. Taylor looking for their 5th hit with 2 outs. 2-0. Fastball away. Albers now knocking on the door of 100 tosses here tonight. Third one, off the plate, closer to the zone this time. 3-0 to Manning. And the big-time bats for the Trojans have come through here in this elimination game. A strike that just clips the outside black. Manning, the big righty, 3-1. That was 100 tosses from Albers. Here's 1-0-1. Ball 4, and there are 2 on for Frickle, with Taylor leading by 3. Activity continues in the Mobat pen, with a right-hander getting warm. And we're going to see who that is. It might be Tony Caldwell. We're going to find out here in a minute. Pitching change for Missouri Baptist. 2 on, 2 out. David's home run has given Taylor a 3-run lead, bottom of the 4th of the elimination game.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland. It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, Rob Sisson, and Adam Sieglin, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Anthony Caldwell, the new pitcher, in for Missouri Baptist. First appearance, 6'1" righty. Sidearm delivery that bullets in a fastball to the Texan, Brennan Frickle. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of 4. Taylor trying to build their 6-3 lead. Frickle takes it inside, 2-0. Caldwell, a 6.12 earned run average. 13th appearance, 12 out of the pen. A 2-2 record with a save. Glad and Manning on the bases here. David is homered. Frickle up the right side, but bent foul. And that sends folks skittering away on the chain link fence. Frickle's 0 for 2 tonight. Trying to make it 4 straight on with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He tried to hit that thing to the moon. He misses. It's 2-2. Fastball sent by him there. Albers, the starter, leaves after 4 2/3, giving up 6, only 2 earned. 2-2 from Caldwell. Checks. Did he go up the first base line? Yes, says Nathaniel Haveman. Tough break there for Frickle, but the Trojans get one. And their lead is back to 3 after 4 innings of play here against Missouri Baptist.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, Rob Sisson, and Adam Sieglin, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Top of the order up for Missouri Baptist, the starter Alec Holcomb. First pitch left up high. 2 out, solo home run for Mason David has given Taylor a 3-run cushion after they jumped out to a 5-0 lead, all scored in the bottom of the second. And Alex Adams' home run in the third cut it to 2. Bunt shown, but low from Holcomb. 2-0 here to Bessie, who has batted twice but has no official at-bats. Getting hit to start the game off and then walked and scored on the homer in inning 3. Righty on righty. Belt high, strike 2-1. Dalton Swinehart in the pen for TU. He's been up there for about an inning or so. Foul down on a 2-1, and the count squares. Just 2 hits on the night for Missouri Baptist. A single by Yarger, who waits on deck, and the Adams home run. 3 walks and a hit by pitch have hurt Holcomb this evening. 2-2. Ground ball to the right side. Couple steps to his left. Frickle stays down, stabs, sidearm throw. Out number 1's in the books here in the top of the 5th. One away
Number 11, Blaine Yarger.
for Blaine Yarger. Now Blaine Bessie spells his name B-L-A-N-E. Blaine Yarger throws a little Y action in there, B-L-A-Y-N-E. Strike, outside, 0-1. 1 for 2 for Blaine with a Y tonight. Singled up the middle, then had a hit robbed by a diving Kennedy at short. Righty on lefty. Away off the outside, 1-1 to number 11. Yarger, a great game earlier today, going 3 for 5 with a couple of nice plays in center field. Slight shift to the right side, and his bat goes flying up the right side, and serpentining out of the way is Nathaniel Haveman, the first base umpire. That might place if it was in the weight throw coming up at the Outdoor Track and Field Championships at IWU next week. That thing went helicoptering and landed right at near the break between the infield turf and the outfield grass. Sorry, the weight throw is indoors. That'd be the hammer throw that I'm thinking of. Yarger down 1-2, bases empty, 1 out. Top of 5, Mobat batting down 3. Swing and a miss, and Yarger flailed that thing terribly, and now looks to his bat for an answer that doesn't come. 2 away. We saw Yarger get fooled every which way against Schmidt Monday night, and that was a similar swing to what we saw from the top home run man Monday evening. And now Holcomb grooving. Strike at the knees, outer to Alex Adams. 2 away. Bases empty in the 5th. Inside. Let's go outside. Let's go inside. 2 strikes here on Robinson. Or Adams, excuse me. Robinson waiting on deck. The 0-2. Away. Good eye from Adams, who is the only run-producing man of the night with his 3-run blast with 2 outs in inning 3. A ball here as Holcomb looks at his PitchCom system on his left wrist. Readies. Fires. Up the right side, tantalizing close to the line. It will drop and go all the way to the wall. Andrews on his horse, or Adams, excuse me, on his horse. And for the second straight at-bat, Adams with a 2-out base knock. This one stays in the park as he gets a 2-bagger and stands at second. Just the 3rd hit off of Holcomb this evening. And now here's Cole Robinson. Two away, top of the fifth. Missouri Baptist trying to cut into this 3-run deficit. They fell behind 5 after the second, but Adams delivered a 3-run homer in the third to cut it to 2. Opposite batter's box, fastball, ball 1. David answered the 2-out solo home run in the bottom of the fourth as Caruso saunters out from behind home plate to chat with Holcomb. Swinehart continuing to get warm. Remember, these two teams not only have to win tonight, you have to win 2 tomorrow. And Missouri Baptist is going to be on their 3rd game. Same thing as Taylor. IU Southeast waiting in the wings. They're a win away from the World Series. So pitching numbers and the available arms are going to start to come into play after tonight. 1 ball to Robinson, and now 2 on a fastball low. Also factored in are these smaller postseason rosters for each side. Not as many arms as you carry during the regular year. 2-0 off speed, gets a strike in there, out and away. 0 for 3 now, or for 2 night for Robinson. Both have been hit to Kennedy at short. One started that 6-4-3 double play that ended the first. 4th one, low for ball 3. Holcomb does not want to put him on and try to deal with Kuneski, who would represent the tying run. 3 balls and a strike, 2 outs. Adams' double has him at second. Holcomb looks that way, now home. Off the end of the bat, bent foul. Holcomb now creeping up near 100 pitches. This will be number 97 for the 5th-year senior. Adams with some clutch hitting his last 2 times up, has extended the top of the 5th. But Holcomb trying to extinguish it here. Count is full, 2 away. Robinson, the top batter this season for Missouri Baptist, steps in. The payoff. Inside, did he swing? Play is blown dead, and they're going to bring him right here. They appeal up to first. Home plate umpire Michael Ingram. And Taylor head coach Kyle Gould wanting Ingram to talk with Nathaniel Haveman to potentially see if Robinson swung through, and it would have been strike 3. But now Robinson walks up to first, and so he's going to get hit. The tying run's going to come to the plate, and Holcomb's afternoon or evening comes to a close. Dalton Swinehart coming in for the Trojans. 2 outs. Missouri Baptist threatening down 3 in the top of 5.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland. It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Siegelin, Rob Sisson, and Adam Siegelin, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
2 on, 2 out, top of the 5th for Missouri Baptist. Junior Dalton Swinehart, one of the top bullpen arms for Taylor, comes in and deals a strike at the upper part of the zone. 92 off the rip. 0-1 here to Kuneski. Adams doubled. Robinson hit by a pitch that ended Holcomb's outing at 4 2/3, 3 hits and 3 runs. Swinehart blows past another 92-mile-an-hour heater that rests the Kuneski batting helmet on the top of his noggin. Top of the 5th, Swinehart trying to keep the Trojans ahead by 3. Elimination game, winner goes to the title game tomorrow. High, and Kuneski watches that one sail. How about 94 on the gun? Yo. Fastest pitch we've seen here in the opening round. 0 for 1 night for Kuneski, a strikeout and a walk. Popped up into the night sky. Caruso tracks. Will he have room to work? He stops, and it sneaks into the high seats, off the metal, and away to the plaza. That was around a bunch of Taylor students, a couple brave ones. The males sitting over there wanted to try to catch it. The female students were smart and got out of the way. So this place has now gotten some juice back into it. They're trying to really let their voice be heard. 1-2. Inside, and it's off the glove of Caruso. And it must have been a ball. Whew. Good looking breaker there from Swinehart. Ball 2, 2-2. 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Bottom of the 5th. Kuneski the tying run at the plate for Missouri Baptist against Taylor. See ya! Strike 3. Cold-blooded strikeout from Swinehart. Halfway home from Upland. Home team out front 6-3.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Picchiotti leads off the bottom of the 5th for Taylor. First full inning of work here for Tony Caldwell. Big strikeout for Swinehart, leaves 2 on the bases. Taylor still ahead 6-3. And now 2-0 to Picchiotti. There's a 2-on, 2-out situation that Caldwell came into in the bottom of the 4th. Got a strikeout. Swinehart followed suit in the top of the 5th. Picchiotti, big swing on a 2-0, comes up empty. 2-1. 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Trojans. Pick has walked and struck out. 6 runs on 6 hits for Taylor tonight. Picchiotti rolled over right side, charging Soto, fields, little dance and throws to first, little 2-stepper. 1 away for Taylor in inning number 5. So here's Kennedy, who, like Picchiotti before him, is 0 for 1. Goes around on the first one. Good inside fastball from Caldwell. Strike one. Ben, like Picchiotti before him, walked and struck out. Fastball breaks in from the long-haired and finely mustached Anthony Caldwell. A great-looking headshot for 13 in gray on the MoBAP website. Third one, letter high on the corner for a strike. Kennedy thought it was a whisker high. That puts him down 1-2. 6-3 Taylor leads, batting in the fifth. They're the home team tonight in this elimination game. And at the knees, looking at strike three, and Caldwell freezes Kennedy as BK looking at strike three for the second time tonight. And they're quickly 2 gone for Taylor.
Now batting the DH, Fletcher Remick.
Caldwell saw Albers strike out the side in the third. And it was the same men that he's facing here in the fifth. Bounces the first one to the backstop. Looking to Picchiotti, looking to Kennedy, and then Remick struck out swinging on a slider that was beautifully thrown to the outside corner. Turns on one, misses. 1-1 on a sword swing on the inside. Fletcher tonight, a single, scored on the Glad double. And Taylor scored 5 in the second. Remick close to strike three. This one just above the letters. 2-1. Fletch 1 for 2. Sits back. That one off the mid of Kuneski. No harm done with nobody on. Caruso, the catcher, the 9-man, waits on deck. Taylor is 4 for 8 tonight with 2 outs. Remick would love to make it 5 for 9. Here's strike 2, coming inside on a fastball. Good one by Caldwell. Remick with a hit in every game of the opening round so far. Payoff pitch, foul. Up the third base line. Caldwell would love a 1-2-3 bottom of the fifth, as Missouri Baptist trying to build a little momentum here after threatening in the top half of the stanza. They trail 6-3 to Taylor. Here's pitch 7. Away for ball 4, and the Trojans get Remick on with 2 away. And Caruso unhinges the shin guards and walks his way to the dish.
Stepping into the box, the catcher, Jacob Caruso.
Caruso, the transfer from Thomas More, graduate student who has thrown out 98 men in his college career, trying to do some damage with the bat in his hands here. Takes the ball. IU Southeast trying to figure out who their opponent's going to be tomorrow at 11 a.m. They're a win away from the World Series. 2-0 now to Caruso, low and away. These two teams are 3 wins away, including the result of tonight's contest. 0 for 1 night for Caruso. Walked his last time up. Hits him right in the back between the purple 2 and the 8. So he gets on first the hard way, and there are 2 on as the lineup turns over to Camden Knepp. As Loy will run for Caruso.
Now batting the right fielder, Cam Knapp.
Taylor head coach Kyle Gould asks Caruso if he's okay as he jogs by him towards the dugout. He nods yes. A little bit stiff as he tries to stretch his back out. 2 on, 2 out for Cam Knepp against Caldwell, the reliever. Fastball down and away, ball 1. Knepp 0 for 2 tonight. Started off with a walk and reached on the fielder's choice. They brought home the first run of that 5-run second for Taylor. They lead 6-3 in the 5th. Belt high, gets the corner. Fastball from Caldwell, 1-1. Last time up, Cam hit into a double play that looked to snuff out Taylor's fun in the 4th before David left the park. Knepp checks, upstairs fastball, and they get it for a strike anyway, right there at the letters. Remick the lead man at second. Loy running for Caruso's back at first. Taylor ahead by 3, bottom of 5. Again, they're 4 for 8 with 2 outs here this evening. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Knepp. The Trojans leave 2 on the bases for the 2nd inning in a row. We've played 5 from Winter-Holder Field of this elimination game of the Upland bracket. Host Taylor, the 2 seed, leading the 1 seed Missouri Baptist 6-3 on the Trojan Sports Network. A tightly contested game between the top 2 seeds here in Upland, Missouri Baptist and Taylor. Swing and a miss to Cameron Roll, the switch-hitting right fielder. Both teams come up empty with runners at first and second and 2 outs in the 5th. A 6-3 Taylor advantage as Swinehart gets his first full inning of work. A late bunt that is, as Swinehart misses low. Over 2 night for Roll. Way high by Swinehart, 2-1. Jack Ross now starting to stretch in the Taylor pen. Just 3 hits on the night. Here for Missouri Baptist, all of their runs came on the Adams homer. 4th one, turning away on an inside fastball, and Roll has got 3 straight out of the zone after an opening strike from Swinehart. We're at the top of the 6th. Elimination game. The winner gets Missouri Baptist tomorrow in a championship game at 11. With these 2 teams hoping to play 2 tomorrow for a trip to go to the World Series. 3-1 outside corner. Caruso pulls it in. 3-2. This majority Taylor crowd is looking for something to cheer about here in a little bit. Payoff. Popped up and out of play. Taylor scored 5 in the 2nd. Adams' Missouri Baptist 3-run home run highlighted the 3rd. David's homer for Taylor was the lone run in the 4th. Another 3-2. High for ball 4 and a leadoff walk will send Roll to first. First appearance of the opening round for Swinehart. Struck out Kuneski looking to end the 5th. He's got to deal with a man here. Swing and fouled back by Jaden Orozco, the third baseman. Orozco 0 for 3 tonight. Swinehart out of the stretch, kicks and deals. Big swing and a miss as chasing that one on the slider was Orozco.
Relax, Jed, be patient.
Swinehart ahead 0-2. Hit hard up the left field line. It's looking foul. Does it go foul? Yes. Those wearing purple wanted it to go left. It did. Those wearing the navy blue didn't want it to go that left. As Orozco was sitting on that one, turned and almost made it a one-run game. Leadoff walk has Cameron Roll at first base. 0-2, hard hit and deep and out of here. This one straight and gone. Second home run of the night for Missouri Baptist. They've hit 2 home runs, and they've scored 5 runs off of them, and they trail 6-5 with nobody gone in the 6th. And for the second time tonight, it's walks that make the home runs more dangerous here for Mobap. They had no home runs for one of the top 5 teams in homers in the NAIA. They have belted 2 in a win and play on situation. 15th of the year for Orozco. He's one of those 4 men that has belted at least 10 plus this year. And now here's DJ Schmidt trying to continue or get his hot streak back going that he had earlier today. It was 2 for 5. 2 RBI double late in that game after Indiana Tech had cut their deficit to 2. First one a ball. Big swing and a miss from Schmidt evens it up. Missouri Baptist jumped out to that 9-1 lead earlier today. Then 6 unanswered from Indiana Tech before Mobap scored 4 in the 7th inning, highlighted by a 2 RBI double from this man. Swinehart misses low and away, 2-1. But Schmidt today has struck out twice, swinging and looking against Holcomb in the 3rd and the 4th. He's up 2-1 in his first matchup with Swinehart. Almost chased a high fastball, lays back, and it's 3-1. Just 4 hits all night from Missouri Baptist, but 2, a 3-run home run and a 2-run shot just now from Orozco have got them down 1 with nobody out in the top of inning 6. Swing and a miss on a sword. Going around halfway with Schmidt. Count full. Swinehart could really use to get Schmidt out here and throw the first out up there on the board in left center. (3-2). Schmidt watches ball 4. The tying run is on with nobody away here in the bottom of, or the top of the 6th inning for Missouri Baptist. First time that Schmidt has been on tonight.
Coming up to bat, second baseman Cesar Soto.
Here's the number 9 man, Cesar Soto. And out comes Justin Barber before Swinehart can deal one in. Jack Ross just started throwing in the pen a little bit ago. Great adjustment there from Orozco. Almost homered on an 0-2. That he pulled to the left and then straightened it out and hit a no-doubter over the left field fence off of Swinehart. That's the 5th homer that Swinehart's allowed this year. The one by Adams earlier was also the 5th one off of Taylor starter Alec Holcomb. Taylor defeated Mid-American Nazarene Monday afternoon in our second game of the opening round, and then fell earlier today 3-2 to IU Southeast, with their offense just stuck in neutral for the first 6 innings before coming to life late. Had an opportunity, but had the first 2 outs in the 9th, had the tying run at second, but a loud out to right field. Ended their chances at forcing extra innings. Missouri Baptist dropped their first game. They got shut out for the first time this season in a 4-0 setback against IU Southeast. And then they came through and jumped out to a 9-1 lead against Indiana Tech, the 5 seed. You saw it get cut down to 9-7. They then scored the final seven runs of the ball game to win comfortably 16-7 to lock horns with Taylor here tonight. Nobody out for Soto. Runner takes off for second. Caruso fires down. Off-target throw. Frickle the tag, and he got off the bag, and he's out! Caruso throws out his 99th man of the year. Schmidt beside himself, arguing to deaf ears. Mouth agape, hands extended to the sky, frozen in bewilderment. Nathaniel Haveman, the second base umpire, walks over to talk with Missouri Baptist head coach Eddie Ushold on the third base side. Schmidt beat the throw, but he overslid, and he's jogging off the field instead of standing there as his coach tries to talk. Ushold trying to tell him to stay where he is, but Schmidt, well, he's got one guy telling him to stay at second. The guy at first is telling him to come off the field. He's perplexed by the call. He's confused by his coaches. Schmidt doesn't know what's going on right now. And then Ushold says one extra thing, and that caught the ear of Haveman and stopped him in his tracks. And those two exchanged a little bit of extra words. So Schmidt thrown out, the 99th runner that Caruso has gunned down in his college career. So Schmidt overslides the bag. Good job by Frickle to keep the tag applied. And now there's a strike to Soto. Liner into right field. Knepp charges in. Little veer to the left. Makes the catch. And the throw out. And an immediate out now has ignited those wearing purple, with Taylor still ahead by one at 6-5.
The left fielder, Blaine Bessie.
Two away for the top and Blaine Bessie. Again, two walks led to the 3-run home run in the third. And a leadoff walk here in the sixth made it a 2-run shot to bring Missouri Baptist to within one, down 6-5. Bessie saws off the first one out of play and up and over our heads. First appearance for Bessie against Swinehart. He went 0 for 3 against the starter Holcomb, getting on via a hit by pitch and a walk. Two away, Knight has taken hold here in Upland. Low, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. Bessie trying to get on for the third time. Hard hit towards the night sky in right field. Knepp goes back. He's at the track. He's got room, and he makes the catch a couple steps in front of the warning track. An exhale for the Taylor faithful. Their once 5-0 lead has been trimmed down to 1. As we head to the bottom of the sixth, home team on top 6-5 here on TSN.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
The Crossroads League Player of the Year, Mason David, leads off the bottom of the sixth. 2, 3, and 4. The Electric Factory leads it off for the Trojans as they look for their first run since the David home run back in the fourth. First two away from Caldwell. Two home runs on the night, both from the left side of the infield for Missouri Baptist. Adams a 3-run shot in the third. Orozco, 2-run shot earlier here. David almost has it wear on his hip. He backs away, and he's regretting not just pivoting and having that one hit him in the backside. 3-0. David batting out of the 2-hole. 1 for 2 tonight. He's driven in a pair with a sac fly coming in inning 2. 3-0. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk. Puts an insurance run on for the Trojans, leading by 1. Sam Glad bats. He is 3 for 3 tonight. First time against Caldwell. First one checks, a strike, outer third. As head coach Kyle Gould of Taylor and his pitching coach Justin Barber have a conversation on the third base side. Ball away, 1-1. 2 singles, but a big 2 RBI double for Glad in the second. It's his best game at the plate of the opening round so far. Third one, turns on it, skies it. Bending foul towards out of play, but a great run and jumping and making an incredible catch in foul ground is advancing to second safely by the hair of his chinny chin is David, but an amazing jumping back catch by Jaden Orozco in foul territory. A couple of feet in front of that chain link fence that is filled with Taylor fans, and he wisely turned and fired a shot to second base and almost got David. And now Orozco down to a knee as athletic trainer Casey Hackman is going to come out and potentially take a look at him. He was down to a knee, Orozco back, and just a flat-out incredible play as he overran it slightly, found it in the night sky, leapt back, and got a big first out here for Missouri Baptist as they are trailing by 1. One away for Manning. Takes a breaker on the outside for a strike.
Left fielder Braden Manning.
1 for 2 night for Braden. Also walked. He was the last man to face Albers, the starter. Winterholder field eerily quiet. Changeup tails away, 1-1. David, a leadoff walk, stands at second after the pop fly in foul territory just a minute ago by Glad. 1-1, cut on and missed. Fastball inside as Manning was on top of it. Puts him down 1-2 to Tony Caldwell. Taylor could really use some runs here and get some insurance as Missouri Baptist starting to make some highlight plays as they try to make a push here just past the halfway point. David walking that lead out, draws the eye of Caldwell. Manning checks low. He didn't go around, says Nathaniel Haveman at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Manning was 1 for 3 against IUS earlier today, but that came late. Was 0 for 3. Has had some struggles here towards the end of the year going back to the Crossroads League tournament. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Manning, little flare, up the right field gap, charging after it. Great jump by Roll. The right fielder makes the catch, and David has to retreat to second, 2 away. It wasn't the strongest swing on one breaking away there from Manning. Was hoping he could find the gap, but Roll with an excellent read. Pounces on it and hauls it in for out 2.
Now batting the second baseman, Brennan Frickle.
And here's Brennan Frickle trying to get a 2-out hit. Every time he's been up tonight, 3 times he's come up with 2 outs and has failed to get on base. First pitch up the right side towards the foul pole, but then foul as it crosses into the beam of the lights and lands out of the complex. Frickle 0 for his last 7. Has just 1 hit here so far in the opening round. Takes the slider, belt high outer half, strike 2. Caldwell gave up the leadoff walk, energized by the jumping, leaning, leaping catch by Orozco in foul ground. 2-strike pitch. Frickle gets a piece and sends it into the night sky into the parking lot. Orozco's two-run home run here in the top of the 6th has brought Mobap to within 1. They have not led tonight after Taylor jumped out to a 5-0 lead after the 2nd inning. Still 0-2. 4th one from Caldwell. Frickle will scream that one out of play again. When the sun is out, the students can crane their necks and try to see if a foul ball hits a car in the parking lot on the right side. Rick Atkinson's wife, Sandra, standing in the top row watching her husband's ball club here. 0-2. Frickle, good eye. He didn't go around, even though he got tagged by Kuneski. 1-2. The A in the first base coach's box is for Sandra's husband. He's got the best seat in the house, trying to see if his team can move on and play in the championship game tomorrow. 1-2 to Frickle. Almost chased the slider, thankfully, or a fastball. Thankfully, he didn't, as that one was way in the opposite batter's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. David has been hanging out on the bases to start the inning. He's at second and would love to come 180 feet home. Frickle trying to help him out with that wish. Chopping it down, foul. Off-speed delivery once again. Frickle started the day batting .277. Was 0 for 4 against IUS. 0 for 3 here tonight in this elimination game. 2 outs in the bottom of inning 6. Ball 3, good chest down by Kuneski. David stays at second. And Frickle the ball away from getting on for the first time here on Wednesday. Mrs. A still standing and watching off to our right. Full count to Frickle. Looks at strike 3 on a breaking ball as Caldwell, elated as he saunters off the mound, met by Greg Ryan. And the Trojans look at another strike 3 tonight. That is the 6th strikeout by the Missouri Baptist staff. Mobap with some momentum. They trailed by 1, 6-5 as we go to the 7th. Here on the Trojan Sports Network, Jack Ross entering stage left for Taylor.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Second-team All-American from a season ago, Jack Ross, enters in the top of the 7th for Taylor. They're clinging to a 1-run lead. First pitch sent into center field by Blaine Yarger. And the second time tonight, or the fourth time tonight, excuse me, the leadoff man has gotten on. And it's in a big spot here for Missouri Baptist as they try to tie the game at 6. Ross replaces Swinehart, who went an inning in the third, gave up 1 hit. That's a big one, a home run last inning to Orozco to make it a 6-5 Taylor lead. Struck out 1, walked 2, Swinehart did. Ross faces Adams. Poke off the end of the bat. Charging in. Knepp's got to let it drop in front of him. Yarger going first to third. Knepp uncorks a missile. Tag applied by David. He dived back in, and just safe by a whisker is Yarger. That throw from Knepp tailed away to the right. Staying at first is going to be Adams. But now Yarger, exasperated and out of breath as he leans on the ground and looks to the night sky at third base. Their athletic trainer jogs out from the third base side. Knepp threw a man out at home against IU Southeast earlier today. And that missile throw just tailed away to the right as Yarger was flying from first to third. And now it's first and third with nobody out here for Missouri Baptist in the top of the 7th, trying to tie and potentially take their first lead of the night. Ross on the year, a 3-2 overall record, and it's the left leg that Yarger is cramping up that they're stretching right now. Ross, the 5th-year senior, 3-2 record this year, 5.35 ERA, 23rd appearance, tops on the ball club. An opponent's batting .299 off of the West Lafayette, Indiana native. Yarger's got that left leg stretched out. He's taking the helmet off, running his left hand through his blonde hair. First and third, nobody out. 2 singles to start things off here from Missouri Baptist, as they've matched Taylor's 6 hits on the night, but the power that we had talked about throughout the whole opening round has finally shown up here for Missouri Baptist tonight. And their best player of the season, Cole Robinson, tops an RBI and average and hits when the day started. Makes an appearance here with the tying and go-ahead men on. Nobody out, top of inning number 7. Ross comes inside and a first pitch strike on a fastball. Ross, the closer a year ago for the Trojans, different role this year. As Taylor tried to have him only throw once a week, trying to keep him fresh for moments like this. Nobody out, first and third. Fastball away this time, ball 1. 0 for 2 night for Robinson. 2 ground outs to Kennedy at short, and a hit by pitch that ended the evening for the starter, Alec Holcomb, back in inning number 5. We're in the 7th. 1-run game with Mo Bat batting and trailing. Ross one to the outside corner, couldn't find it, 2-1. Came inside for the first pitch on a strike. The second 2 away from Robinson have been off the dish. Robinson 2 for 5 in the win over Indiana Tech earlier today. Capacity crowd, majority Taylor folks, but Mo Bap has brought a healthy contingent, and they're anxiously awaiting to see what Robinson can do here. Ross, the righty, out of the stretch. To the backstop it goes. Ricochets and it dies right back on the padding. Yarger sprints. His leg has been healed, and we're tied at 6 on the wild pitch from Ross. And the go-ahead runs now at second base. And Taylor head coach Kyle Gould comes out of the dugout. And it looks like he's just going to talk here with Ross and Caruso. Again, the 5th-year senior Ross. He, Dutkowski, who we saw earlier today, and Holcomb, the starter tonight, the 3 5th-year senior arms for Taylor. When COVID-19 hit, it was right into the early part of their freshman year. And when they found out they could get that extra year of eligibility, they immediately jumped on it coming back that next fall and reclassified. Trying to follow in the footsteps of fifth-year seniors Ben Cowball, TJ Bass, and Cade Vandermolen, who is here tonight, by the way, of leading the Trojans to the World Series like they did last year in 2023. Taylor did it straight through the winner's bracket last year. They're going to have to do it through the loser's bracket here this year. So 4 mound visits for Taylor. Next one will remove the pitcher on the hill, as both head coaches have made a healthy amount of visits 60 feet and 6 inches away from home plate. 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out, 1 home. Tied at 6 in the go-ahead run, and Adams at second base. Robinson gets hit on the arm, and he walks up to first. Second time he's been punted on, and then takes that Evo shield off and spikes it into the ground angrily. Eighth freebie of the night for Taylor. Actually make it 9. Between the 5 walks, the 3 hit by pitches, and the lone defensive error. The scoreboard symmetrical. Each team with 6 runs, each team with 6 hits, and each team with an error. Two on, nobody out. Here for the catcher, Jacob Kuneski, and a sacrifice bunt would not be too far out of the realm of possibility here. Kennedy comes in from short. Here's a bunt. Kuneski can't get a bat on it and takes a strike away. Turns around in frustration. Oh for 2 night for Kuneski, the backstop. Couple of strikeouts. 1 against Holcomb, 1 against Swinehart. Faces Ross here, and that one hit him on the arm. Back-to-back hit by pitches, and the bases are full of Spartans here. And activity really starting to pick up now in the Taylor bullpen. And it looks like Dudkowski is warming up for TU. For Ross, those are the 9th and 10th men that he has hit here in 2024.
Number 21, Kevin Watkins.
An out at any base,
Right fielder, Cameron Roll.
but there are no outs. Missouri Baptist tonight, 4 for 12 with runners on. They're 1 for 8 when they're in scoring position. That 1 hit was the 3-run homer by Adams in inning 3, as Caruso walks out to chat. Again, if it was one of the Taylor coaches, either Barber, the pitching coach, or the head coach Gould, Ross would be out of here right now. Caruso, trying to calm Ross down, but also trying to give, again, what it looks like to be Dudkowski some extra time to get warm in the pen. And now here comes head coach Kyle Gould, and the outing is over here for Jack Ross. He faces 4 men, gives up 2 singles, has hit 2. A wild pitch has tied us at 6. And a new arm coming in for the Trojans. Bases full in the top of the 7th. Mobap looking to take their first lead of the night.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland. It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, Rob Sisson, and Adam Sieglin, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greeks' specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greeks Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greeks Pizzeria, it's our taste.
Third appearance for Matt Dudkowski here in the opening round. His second one today as he comes in for his classmate, fellow fifth-year senior in Jack Ross. Dutt went one inning today after the go-ahead home run, but IUS up 3-2 earlier. Got 2 ground outs and a strikeout. Less than 15 pitches, used by Dudkowski today. Comes in a tight spot. Game tied at 6. Bases full, no outs. In inning 7, Missouri Baptist with all the momentum on the right side of the park as they have the first base dugout, being the visiting team this evening. And Dudkowski deals in a looking strike 2, 90 miles an hour. The 3 fifth-year seniors and the elder statesman Swinehart have all gotten the ball tonight as Dutt tries to get a much-needed first out. Roll over right side, out of the reach of Glad into right field. This gives Missouri Baptist the lead. Everybody moves up 90 feet. As Adams scores from third, and they've taken their first lead of the night, scoring 4 unanswered runs dating back to the 2-run home run an inning ago.
Now batting, third baseman Jaden Orozco.
First of 2 runs tagged to Ross. He is responsible for Robinson at third and Watkins, who runs for Kuneski at second. Still full for Mobap. And still nobody out, and here's Orozco, whose 2-run home run an inning ago brought Missouri Baptist to within 1. Ball 1 inside. Here's the first hit for Orozco tonight as well, as he started off the evening 0 for 2. His 15th homer of the campaign. 7-6 the Mobap lead. Outer half, belt high, strike 1. Evens it up. Orozco, one of 4 men with at least 10 hits or 10 home runs for the Spartans this season. Bases full here, nobody out. Hard hit in the air up the left side. Tailing towards foul ground. David races, runs, and he just missed a highlight reel full extension catch. 2 strikes. Connor Miller up warming up in the Taylor bullpen. A must-win situation for both teams tonight in our final elimination game before Championship Thursday. The Darlings 4-seed IU Southeast 2-on, 2 wins. They are waiting for the title game tomorrow at 11. Orozco down 1-2. Fouls it up and out to the right. Dudkowski's first appearance came back Monday in relief for Pentecost. Did not get the decision as he took that 10-2 win to the finish line, going 2 innings, no runs, 1 hit. Bases full. He's given up a hit and a run. Orozco in the air towards deep left field. Manning tracks into the gap to his left or right, makes the catch for the first out. Runners stay where they are except for Robinson at third, who fires in on a sac fly It's now a 2-run Missouri Baptist lead at 8-6.
Hitter DJ Schmidt.
DJ Schmidt, electric against Indiana Tech earlier today, has been quiet here against 2C Taylor. 1 out, runners at first and second. 5 unanswered for Missouri Baptist. And they lead 8-6 after falling behind 5-3. But the Adams home run in the third to make it a 2-run game is what really kept Missouri Baptist in it. If the Trojans could have thrown up a 0 there in that inning, this place was rocking and rolling. And Taylor would have a really good opportunity to really take a giant stranglehold to get this one off the ground. Swing and a miss from Schmidt. He would like time, and we'll get a little rosin to try to help his gloveless mitts hold on to the bat. We've already seen one bat go helicoptering up the first base line tonight. I believe that was against Blaine. That was from Blaine Yarger earlier in the game. 1 out. The three of the 4 men that got on for Ross, who came into this inning, have scored. Watkins, who runs for Kuneski, stands at second base. He's the last man that Ross faced, technically. Slider inside from Dudkowski, ball 2. Dudkowski, the converted starter, into a reliever here in the Crossroads League tournament and the opening round. Swing and a miss, count evens 2-2. A wild pitch, a single from Roll, and a sac fly from Orozco are how the 3 runs have been scored here at the top of inning number 7 for Missouri Baptist. The top seed leading 8-6. Little nubber back, chasing a fastball low and getting contact is Schmidt. Two balls, 2 strikes. Schmidt walked and then got thrown out by Caruso, the 99th man he's thrown out in his college career. Here comes pitch number 6 with runners at first and second. Dudkowski sails it high. Caruso pops up to stab it for ball 3. Taylor has left multiple men on the bases the last couple of innings, and it's come back to hurt him here. As Mobap has cashed in with the bases loaded, no-out situation to start the 7th. They've scored 3 times. Fouled off the mask of Caruso. And the count stays full here to DJ Schmidt. Taylor, by the way, has left 8 men on the bases tonight. They capitalized with 5 in the second, but have got just the single run since then to show for it. As Mobap has scored 5 unanswered over the 6th and 3 here in the 7th. Payoff again. Schmidt swings and misses. Strikeout number 1 for Dudkowski, out number 2 on the board.
Now batting number 4, Cesar Soto.
So Dudkowski trying to limit the damage to just 3. Remember, Taylor, the home team here tonight. Time is called as someone looking off. A couple eyes with our first base umpire, Nathaniel Haveman, looking off to the right into the parking lot along with the first base coach for Missouri Baptist. Not sure what was going on over there. But now we go back to play. Here's Soto batting out of the 9 spot, the second baseman. Low as he crouches in, the Venezuela native. 0 for 2 tonight. Ball 1. He walked and got to trot around on the Adams 3-run home run in the 3rd. Dudkowski out of the stretch, gets a fastball on the outside to even it up. Lead man is the courtesy runner Watkins for Kuneski. Roll back there at first. Low fastball Dudkowski puts him behind 2-1. 8-6 the Mobap lead. 5 unanswered runs for the 1 seed. 2 away, 2 on in inning 7. Off the right side and through into right field. Knepp comes charging. Getting the wave around. Knepp throws in home. It'll pull Caruso off the bag, and scoring from second is Watkins, and that's now 4 in the 7th. And the first hit of the night for Soto makes it a 9-6 Mobap advantage in the top of inning 7. And that closes the book on Jack Ross, as all 4 runs have been tagged to the second-team All-American here in the 7th. And the Mobap dugout at full throat as the lineup turns over to Blaine Bessie, the 9th man to come to the plate here for the Spartans. And Dudkowski hits him on the wrist, the right hand, as Bessie in a lot of pain holding that right hand. And Missouri Baptist is going to bat around here in the 7th. Leading 9-6, they've scored 6 unanswered. Out comes Taylor head coach Kyle Gould, and Connor Miller makes his way in here for the Trojans. Taylor hoping it's not the last outing for the 5th-year senior Matt Dudkowski, but 4 runs have been scored here in the top of the 7th inning. Bases full for Missouri Baptist. They came into the frame down by 1. They now lead by 3, 9-6 here on the Trojans Sports Network.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland. It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, Rob Sisson, and Adam Sieglin, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Now batting, center fielder Blaine Yarger.
Blaine Yarger wasted little time getting the party started for Missouri Baptist here in the top of the 7th. A first pitch single against the new man, Jack Ross. 2 more men have come in since. The new man out here is Connor Miller. He's the 3rd man that Taylor has used here in the inning, and starts with an off-speed looking here to the center fielder, Yarger. Bases full here for Mobap. Yarger, right side, and it gets on through. It'll be 10-6, the Spartan lead. Getting the wave around is Soto. Throw from Knepp up the line. No tag in, and a 2 RBI hit for Yarger. His 3rd one of the night, 2nd one of the inning, and Missouri Baptist has blown this thing open. They lead 5, scoring 6 runs here in inning number 7. Bessie goes first to third. Roll and Soto both score. Those 2 runs tagged to Dudkowski. Breaker inside for a ball. Here to Alex Adams. And his 3-run home run. This score holds here. You could look back and say that was the real saving grace here for Missouri Baptist tonight as he goes ahead 2-0. Miller, by the way, his 11th appearance, 3.27 ERA, 11 innings, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Third one off, 3-0. First and third are where the Spartan runners stand. But Taylor had scored 5 runs in the bottom of the second. The place was rocking and rolling. But a 3-run home run for Adams after a couple of walks with 1 out. And he homered with 2 outs even to boot. Calmed the waters for Missouri Baptist. They kept it within striking distance. And it's a 4-pitch walk for Miller to load them up. But that 3-run home run, the first one of the opening round for the team that had 108 long balls this year. It didn't look at the time. It only made it a 2-run hole. But it probably calmed the waters for the top seed Spartans. And they kept chipping away. 2-run homer from Orozco an inning ago, and then they have kicked the door down here in the 7th. Deep fly ball to center field. Picciotti's back. He's running out of room. He twists, he turns, and he makes the catch in the deepest part of the park as Cole Robinson bashes his head with his right hand on his helmeted noggin. That is not going to feel good on his right hand as he now hops up in pain in shallow right field after trying to give himself a concussion with his right fist. Time to stretch in Upland. Missouri Baptist leading 11-6 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
Center fielder Luke Picchiotti leads off the bottom of the 7th. It is 8 unanswered runs, including 6 here at the top of the 7th for Missouri Baptist. They have flipped a once 5-0 deficit and 6-5 into an 11-6 clearance here in the bottom of the 7th. Caldwell rolling right along. He worked around a leadoff walk last inning. His 3rd inning that he has started here tonight. 2-0 on Picchiotti. As David was left stranded at second base, Taylor has left 8 men on base in total, including after the 3-run homer by Adams in the 3rd, and Taylor was sat down in order in inning number 3. 2-1 now to Picchiotti. They have left 5 on the bases. Picchiotti did deep center field, twisting and making the catch in the same distance that Picchiotti did to end the inning. Blaine Yarger, a little center fielder on center fielder crime. A deep 392-foot out one.
Shortstop, Ben Kennedy.
Center field about 395 feet away, as Yarger was about a step or so onto the warning track. After getting a walk, Picciotti has gone 0 for 3. Kennedy trying not to follow the same fate. He walked in the second, just like Pick did, but has struck out looking his last 2 times to Albers and then Caldwell back in the 5th. Taylor down 5, their biggest deficit here of the opening round. They led wire to wire on Monday in their win over Mid-America Nazarene. They were down 2-0 until the late stages of the game earlier today. They have not scored since David's homer in the 4th, as Kennedy spanks one foul up the right side. One out, 1-2. Inside that Kennedy watches zip in. Count even up, 2-2. Final elimination game of the Upland bracket. IU Southeast waiting for their opponent tomorrow morning at 11. They're a win away from the World Series, trying to go back for the first time since 2021. As Kennedy lifts the 2-2 out of play. And some fresh baseballs being presented to home plate umpire Michael Ingram. The loss earlier today for Taylor was just their 4th loss here on this field. 2-2. Kennedy fights it back. Still 2-2. Freebies and men left on base have hurt the Trojans this evening. 2-2, Kennedy rolls it over left side, in between the wickets of Orozco and off of Adams' glove as well. And 2 misplays. Orozco was right on top of it, just lifted his mitt a hair too early. It went between his feet, and Kennedy's on thanks to an E5. As Kuneski, the catcher, wants to get rid of the bad juju in that baseball. Riley Singleton stands on deck for Taylor. He'll bat for Caruso. Remick bats here out of the 8 spot. Fastball in the turf, ball 1. Caldwell, the junior, out of Stratford, Michigan. At the knees, looking at strike 1. Count evens here for Remick. And if Mobap could use just 2 men today, that would do wonders for their chances trying to come out of the loser's bracket tomorrow. They lead 11-6. Remick, high bouncer up the middle. Charging is Adams, gives away to Orozco, turns and fires one high, and just getting his foot back on the bag is Cole Robinson. As a third baseman, Orozco makes up for the inning, for the error a batter ago. 2 gone for Singleton, who will pinch hit, with Kennedy moving up to second base. Orozco, crazy fast over there at third.
Number 1, Riley Singleton.
We saw his speed and athletic ability on that leaping catch and foul ground a few innings ago. Actually back in the 6th. As Singleton pinch hits with 2 outs. And saw the wheels there flying from close to the bag at third. He picked at that ball just a stepper, or just right in between the mound and second base. A wonderful third baseman with speed for days in Orozco. Taylor 4 for 10 tonight with 2 outs. Singleton batting for the second time. He drives one into center field. Yarger playing back. He races forward. He gets underneath and makes the catch. The Trojans leave their 9th man on the bases and are unable to scratch a run across. 7 innings in the books. Missouri Baptist leads for the first time tonight. 11-6.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, Rob Sisson, and Adam Sieglin, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
A party-like atmosphere has turned sour here for the purple and gray faithful of Taylor University. Their team on the wrong side of an 11-6 score as we hit the last 2 innings of this elimination game. Top seed Missouri Baptist out front. And they send Kuneski, Roll, and Orozco to the plate here against Connor Miller. He was the third different pitcher that Taylor used last inning. As they watched Mobap score 6 runs, and now time is called. Oh, headlights from someone's ATV. That's one of the fancy ones with the big headlights. Kuneski tonight charges one to center field. Picchiotti playing back, races in, makes the catch. He and Yarger have been fantastic in center here this evening, covering tons of ground in the blink of an eye. 1 gone.
The right fielder, Cameron Roll.
Here's Cameron Roll, who started off quiet today with a strikeout and a fielder's choice, but is roared back here late. Switch hitter sends it off to the left. All righties on the hill tonight for Taylor. Holcomb, Swinehart, Ross, Stadkowski, and Miller. So we've seen Roll batting exclusively from the left side. Sidearm from Miller, misses its mark. A ball here to Roll. Third one. Late bunt shown, and it's in for a strike. 2 of them on Roll. IU Southeast, the 4 seed, has defeated both of these teams. A 4-0 gem. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down to a knee. Popping down is Roll. Big strikeout there from Miller, 2 away. An impressive strikeout for Connor, the junior out of Fort Wayne. But IU Southeast beat Taylor today 3-2 in a really finely played game.
Number 34, Jaden Orozco.
It was that pitching performance for IU Southeast on Monday that shut out Missouri Baptist for the first time this season. First one fouled back by Orozco. Their previous low run total for the Spartans was 1 when they lost to Columbia, who they tied for the regular season title with in the American Midwest Conference. They lost 19-1 before being shut out 4-0 Monday night. Miller comes back, gets a strike on the outer half. It's been 8 unanswered runs over the last 2 frames for Mobap. Up the right side, high in the air, trying to curl it around the foul pole. Manning's there on the track, and he makes the catch and falls into the chain link fence. Missouri Baptist offense has been quiet. They have erupted with their backs against the wall tonight. Taylor comes up in the bottom of the 8th, down 5, needing some offense here on the Trojan Sports Network.
If you get sick, you can trust that we will take care of you. As a Magnet-designated healthcare system, our expert team will create a personalized plan to get you back on your feet. Marion Health. Great care from great people.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just
top
off
of the order
Main
up
Street
for Taylor here in the
Upland,
bottom of the
and is a
8th. They
proud
have been
supporter.
scoreless since David's solo 2-out home run to make it 6-3 Taylor in the 4th. 8 unanswered, 2 in the 7th, and a big game-changing 6 runs in the 7th. Has got top seed Missouri Baptist trying to get to the championship game tomorrow against IU Southeast. Knepp, David, and Glad do up for the home side, clad in purple with the gray pants tonight. Mobap in the all gray, navy blue numbers on the front and back. They're huge on the back. They're a broadcaster and sports information director's dream. You can see those suckers from the moon. Again, tip of the cap to the equipment department in Missouri for putting those together. Those are great. Their other uniforms on Monday, fantastic as well. Swing and a miss, 1-1 here to Knepp. The bigger the number on the back of the jersey, the happier your sports information folks, your PR folks, and your broadcasters will be, no questions asked. Knepp has only gotten on once via a walk. 1-2 cutaway. I checked that he reached on a fielder's choice in the second. So this game looking eerily similar to what Knepp put together earlier today against IU Southeast, where he walked his first time up, but then couldn't get on base the rest of the day. Knepp, hard hit into left field, but right at the backpedaling Bessie. And a well-struck ball from Knepp, their first or second real well-hit ball in the last couple frames. One gone. Caldwell's been great out of the pen, replacing Landon Albers. Mobap still has a couple of guys that have not thrown yet here in the opening round. If this score would hold, they would play tomorrow. Slider upstairs. Strike one to David. Turns around and he gets an explanation from Ingram, the home plate umpire. David, the Crossroads League Player of the Year, junior third baseman. A couple of RBIs tonight. Sac fly in the second, homer in the fourth. But this place was rocking and rolling after that 5-run bottom of the second. But again, the Adams 3-run homer into the third. People will easily point to the 6 runs in the seventh, as David scoops it up the right side and out of play. But as game goes on, Taylor had all the momentum on their side. Holcomb was just coming off of a 3-up, 3-down second where he threw 10 pitches. And the 2-out, 3-run home run for Adams kept the waters calm and kept Mobap within striking distance. And they've scored 8 unanswered here as we have 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. And for the second time against Caldwell, David scoots back on one that he'd like to have back and just turn in and hit him below the waist. On the back, not the front. Sac fly, home run, and a walk for David. Chops down to 2-2. Nobody on, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th, elimination game between the top 2 seeds here in Upland in 2024. Swing and a miss. David swung through his shoes. Good fastball there from Caldwell. 90 miles an hour as he's knocking on the door of 75 pitches. Third punch out for Caldwell tonight, and there are 2 gone for Taylor in the 8th.
Stepping up to the plate, number 8, Sam Glad.
Glad has been quiet through the first 2 games of the opening round, but has been roaring here. Well, the Trojans hope is not their final game of 2024. Goes around on a check swing, 91 miles per hour on a fastball. Single, 2 RBI, double, single to start the night for Glad. Checks inside, they appeal to third. Going around, says Tony Monteleone Sr. Last time up, it was the running, leaping back catch from Orozco in foul territory that retired Glad. Down 2 strikes, Caldwell deals. Opposite batter's box. Good take on a throwaway pitch. Taylor down 11-6 here in the bottom of the 8th, 2 away. Up the left side, and the 4th hit of the night is in the books here for Sam Glad as he motors the first. 2-out single for the Trojans. They keep the bottom of the 8th rolling. Rally caps on for the students sitting down to our right. And that, folks, is the first hit that Taylor has gotten off of Caldwell tonight.
The left fielder, Braden Manning.
Their last hit came off of Albers, and it also came from Glad. It was after the David 2-run home run in the 4th. Caldwell bounces that one in. The batter is Braden Manning. 1 for 3 night for the left fielder. Top 3 in RBI in the Crossroads League. Team leader for the Trojans. An RBI double for him in the 2nd. Fouls down the fastball inside. Ball and a strike to Caldwell. The bullpen from OBAP looking in from the right field corner. They've been getting warm, but they're spectators like the rest of us here at Winter-Holder Field that is packed left, right, up and down, and even behind the outfield fence. Pitch number 3. Up the middle, off the mound, and into center field. Playing all the way back is Yarger. He sprints in a 1.5 miles, playing back into the track, naturally with Manning up. Back-to-back singles with 2 away. Have Taylor trying to get something going, down 5 in the 8th.
Second baseman, Brennan Trickle.
Knepp and David retired to start. Glad single to left, Manning a single up the middle, and now Frickle trying to turn his opening round around. Chops that one down for a strike. Frickle 0 for 4 in the 2 games here today. Has just 1 hit in this opening round. He came all the way back with a single on Monday against Mid-America Nazarene. Trojans down 5. Bottom of the 8th, 2 away against Caldwell. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Two strikes on Frickle. 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 8th, Taylor trailing by 5. Caldwell arms extended, high leg kick. Frickle bouncer up to the shortstop Adams. He fields and underhands the second to get the force out there. And another 0, 4th in a row by the Trojans. We're off to the 9th inning. Missouri Baptist leading Taylor 11-6 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Top of the 9th inning, Missouri Baptist has come back from 5-0 down out of the gates here. And they're trying to build on their 11-6 lead. First pitch strike dealt in by Connor Miller. Trying to stem the tide after Taylor left another man on the bases here to end the 8th. Popped up, staying in play. Caruso races back, ditches the mask, makes the catch. 1 up and 1 gone. Here in the 9th for Missouri Baptist, retired DJ Schmidt. Was a wonder earlier today against Indiana Tech. Quiet here against the 2-seed Taylor, but his mates have been able to pick him up in a big way.
Second baseman, Cesar Soto.
Taylor has left 10 men on the bases tonight. Caldwell starts off Cesar Soto with a strike. Connor got a 1-2-3-8. But the bats have gone quiet here for the home team. Soto shows bunt, and it's in there for strike 2. Taylor crowd, the majority have stayed, and they have really gotten behind Miller, who has been great his last 2 times out. Soto launches one foul. Miller gave up a 2 RBI single to Yarger. First man he faced. Has allowed one other man to reach after that. Soto foul ball right side. Top of inning number 9, 11-6 is the Missouri Baptist lead. They have out-hit Taylor by 1, 9-8. Backdoor breaker misses 2-2. Righty on righty matchup here with Miller v. Soto. The difference though tonight, the freebies by the Trojans. Soto sits on an off speed. Lifts her foul to the right. 10 freebies, 5 walks, 5 hit by pitches. The 1 Taylor error, so 11 in total. As Soto up the middle, Miller has it skip underneath him as it almost ricocheted off of his feet. And Soto has got back-to-back hits his last 2 plate appearances, and he's got a 1-out single here in the 9th. Back to the top we go, and Blaine Bessie, the left fielder.
The left fielder, Blaine Bessie.
Bessie was the last man to face Matt Dudkowski before Connor Miller came in. As Mobat batted around in that 7th inning. To go into that inning down 6-5, they lead 11-6. Miller fastball in on the hands. Leaning back is Bessie. 4-seed IU Southeast. Out of the River States Conference. A win away from the World Series. They're in the title game tomorrow. We'll take on the winner here tonight. Hit hard of the left side. Bessie into the night sky. Manning in front of the track. Camps makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Second well-struck ball over to Manning in the last couple of innings, but both have stayed in the vicinity of Winterholder Field. And a pinch hitter up here for Missouri Baptist and Lucas Lefebvre. Canadian from British Columbia.
Pinch hitting for the Spartans, number 14, Lucas Lefebvre.
So Lefebvre pinch hits for the red-hot Blaine Yarger, who's 3 for 5 tonight with 3 singles. Lefebvre, the junior, did not play earlier today, was 0 for 3, reaching on a fielder's choice in the loss to IU Southeast Monday night. Backdoor slider nicks the inside corner, 0-1. And there's strike 2 for Miller. Taylor crowd has been great behind Miller tonight. Kind of trying to keep it at a 5-run margin with a runner at first, 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning of this elimination contest. Popped into the air right side, stays in the park. Glad looking into the black sky overhead, makes the catch just outside of the first base coach's box. 3 up, 3 down in the 9th. Taylor coming up down to their last 3 outs of the season, trailing Missouri Baptist 11-6.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
a pep talk from the Trojan Horse student section as they come to life here in the bottom of the ninth, trying to will a comeback effort here for their Trojans. Luke Picchiotti leads it off. 11-6 the Taylor deficit, bottom of the ninth. This elimination game, winner goes to the title game tomorrow against IU Southeast. Caldwell trying to get the win here in relief. Taking over for the starter, Landon Albers. And a late strike call disrupts and upsets the Taylor fans. Picchiotti 0 for 3. Walked his first time up, has not gotten on base since. Righty on lefty as Caldwell bounces one in to the lefty Picchiotti. That first game tomorrow comes up at 11 a.m. Taylor in the bottom of the ninth, staring the end of their season right in the face. 2-1. Picchiotti high and deep. Well, this is one way to start the bottom of the ninth. A no doubt tattooed home run for Picchiotti over the right field fence, and the juice is back for the purple and gray in Upland. Tenth home run of the year for Picchiotti. And Taylor now trails by 4. Their first run since David went deep in the fourth. It's just their third hit off of Caldwell tonight, and now this place has become energized with one swing. Kennedy, a fastball up high, takes. His fellow students really wanted him to swing and try to go back-to-back. He does here, slow bouncer to his counterpart, Adams. Charges, fields, throws on the one beautifully by Adams, and he gets Kennedy out for out number 1. Oh for 4 night for Kennedy. And now here's Remick. It's the back end of the Taylor order. Picchiotti left the park over the right field fence with a leadoff home run. 6-7, and now here's 8. Taylor needs base runners, and they need a bunch, down 11-7. But if Remick can get on, Sutter waits on deck to pinch hit. A little poke up the right side, tailing towards the corner, but rolls there, runs and makes the catch. And Taylor's down to their last out here the 2024 year. Luke Sutter will bat for Caruso. And so Caruso will exit here if the Trojans can pull an IU Southeast and get a rally going with 2 outs in the bottom of inning number 9.
For Taylor, number 23, Luke Sutter.
Sutter's had some magic in his bat this year. Had a single in his pinch hit showing earlier today against IU Southeast. Trojans down 7 in the bottom of the ninth. Caldwell, the righty, against the lefty pitch hitting Sutter. Ball 1 on the first one. Caldwell trying to make sure that Missouri Baptist uses just 2 pitchers here in this elimination game and come in pretty stocked for what they would hope would be 2 games tomorrow. Fastball across the plate, 1-1. Sutter came into the day batting .205. His first home run of his life, a monster 3-run hit, home run against IU in the league tournament. Backdoor curve or backdoor slider outside, and the Trojans are down to their last strike here in 2024. Sutter batting out of the 9 spot, pinch hitting for Caruso. 2 outs, nobody on, the 1-2. Sutter high in the air to left field. Tracking it is Bessie. He camps underneath and makes the catch. And Missouri Baptist comes in and wins 11-7. They will move on to play in the title game tomorrow, where they hope will be 2. That'll come up tomorrow at 11 as they take on IU Southeast. The Trojan season ends at 42-16. Falling here in the opening round, losing both games today to bring their 2024 year to a close. We'll take a break and come back with the Ivanhoe's post-game show. That is next here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland. It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, Rob Sisson, and Adam Sieglin, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
If you get sick, you can trust that we will take care of you. As a Magnet-designated healthcare system, our expert team will create a personalized plan to get you back on your feet. Marion Health. Great care from great people.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
A lot of somber faces here wearing purple and gray at Winter Holder Field as the Taylor Trojans fall in an elimination game tonight to Missouri Baptist by a final of 11-7. The Trojan year ends at 42-16. We're on the Ivanhoe's postgame show, and we are joined by the head coach of the ball club, Kyle Gould. You guys had a tight one here earlier today. You jump out to that 5-0 lead in the second, and then I think the big play for them that might go unheralded is that 3-run home run a half inning later. They get the lead, and they don't give it up there in the end. Overall thoughts on the ball game tonight here against Mobap?
Yeah, well, you can see why they're ranked 6th. I mean, their offense leads them, and those guys are tough when they get going. And I think you know, we just had too many freebies. And give credit to their offense. It's kind of the way we play, and sometimes the pitcher walks you, and sometimes you walk the pitcher. And some of those at bats were 2-2, 3-2, then foul ball, and you make that pitcher throw 6-7 strikes in a bat. It's really hard to do, but then they hit batsman, and it just got away from us there in the 7th, and we couldn't stop it. And tried to bring Matt in, and he's been so tough this whole tournament. But it's his 3rd time pitching in 3 days, but it just got away from us in the 7th. The back-to-back hit batsman just wasn't going well, but they're such a good offensive team that when you give them 10 freebies or whatever we gave them, like you're just going to have a really hard time. So that's kind of the game went, and then they went to the bullpen, and that kid's pretty special. And I thought our guys hung in there with him, and but we just couldn't get any more off of him. And that's the way it goes.
You knew that their offense would come around eventually. They had not hit a home run in the first 2 games, and they obviously get the 2-1-2 tonight. What did it say about your team, though? You get Picchiotti to get the leadoff home run in the 9th, when it could have been really easy to look up at the board and go, man, we're down by 5. Nothing's really gone our way. But, and I think the crowd helped them out a lot because those people were at full throat to start the 9th. But a hard mark of Taylor baseball, they didn't give up until the 3rd out was in the books there.
No, a couple things. I think 2 years ago we hit like 12 or 15 grand slams in a year. And I think this year we're hitting a lot of solo home runs. So it's just random. There's up to Mason hit a good one right after double play. And, I haven't seen the TrackMan data on picks, but that's probably as impressive one as you'll see. And so they compete. They competed all day today. They competed in the first game, and they competed here. They weren't scared of it. And, they wanted to win. They wanted to do well. And so that was great. The second thing you said about the crowd, like what an incredible atmosphere. This is bar none, the best atmosphere for small college baseball. Baseball in May at Taylor is just really special. And I know some of the kids who I know, like they finished finals day and they stuck around to come to the game. And but they're loud and they're into it. And I know all the teams here have really enjoyed it and appreciate it. And I just don't think this goes on outside of Lewiston, any other place. So we're really thankful for it. I doubt any of them are listening. If they are, they should have better things to do with their time. But for the people listening, the last probably 3 years, it gets a little bigger every year. But it is really special, and we're just really thankful for all of their support. I think it's a credit to how much Taylor loves its teams, but also like how good our guys have been. I mean, you're talking about 84 and 33 the last years, but also how connected our guys on campus. At Taylor's a place where people are really connected, and I think it speaks to just kind of how well respected they are.
You have 2 guys that are 2 of the leaders of the FCA group here on campus, and Frickel and Picchiotti, and they're at a lot of athletic events. We know they have their front row seats for Silent Night and at all of the basketball games as well. You mentioned the back-to-back 42-win seasons, and a lot of guys have played a part in that. Your senior class has been a big one. Alec Holcomb, Cade Colpine, Cam Knepp, Matt Dudkowski, Jack Ross, and David Platt. I don't think I missed anybody.
Jacob Caruso.
And Jacob Caruso.
Yeah, no, those guys are special. And, even Jacob, it's 1 year with us, but, man, he jumped in. It was just, I told him that when he committed to come. I said, hey, man, you got to understand this place is different, and you got to jump in and be a part of the team. You can't be a free agent and be separate. And he was, man. He was in the middle of all of it. And he was a really special guy. And then, the rest of them, Platt's a 2-year guy. And, Matt and Alec and Cade are 5-year guys at least.
And Jack.
And Jack, so those 4, they're 5-year guys. And then, of course, Cam and Joe Locos.
Yep.
Those 2 are roommates. So it's an incredibly special group, incredibly special. I'll have to check. They may go down as the winningest class. I don't know. But they're just awesome on the field, off the field. They're just so much fun to be around, and they've dealt with, most of those guys have dealt with some serious injuries, some difficult things. And appreciate all of them, and we'll love having them as alums, but it's all so new, it's all so sudden. But it's such a special team, and the last 2 years have been, and 3 years, winning the tournament. I mean, they were kind of talking about that. It's like, man, who gets to like dogpile 6 times or 5 times in 3 years or whatever? And so there's just so much to be thankful for and so much to be proud of, and I'm really thankful to get to be around them every day and to get to have a front row seat for it. So we'll miss those guys, and the sad thing in our sport, it all happens fast. Like, they'll be out of here in 2 days, and you don't really have time to celebrate it or enjoy it. So we'll do the best we can, and we'll just go from there. So
special last couple of years, special group of guys. Obviously not the ending that we wanted, but you had the front row seat. Thanks for letting us hop in the back and ride along for the year. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you, Rick and Gabe. I know you guys put a lot of hours up here in the press box watching baseball. We appreciate all you guys. It's been a fun tournament, and we'll wrap up tomorrow, and we'll move on. So, but yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate all the support, people watching. I know it makes it really fun how many people are following it and who love Taylor baseball, and we will take these guys need a break. They need some time off, and we will come back next fall and try to make everyone proud again.
We'll blink, and you'll play a game on February 14th when it's 45 degrees. So.
I hope so. So thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Kyle. That's the head coach of the Trojans here on the Ivanhoe's post-game show. Final record this year for Taylor, the 17th ranked team in the country, 42-16. Back-to-back 42 wins. That is the second most wins in a single campaign. Again, special thanks to the seniors who have given their time to Taylor baseball. We thank you alums for watching in, particularly all you finance guys. We know that we keep you occupied in March and early April when you're doing people's taxes. So we appreciate you guys tuning in as well. Not done with baseball here on the Trojan Sports Network. We're done with Taylor Sports here for the 2023-2024 year. We'll take the summer off. We'll blink. It'll be the end of August, and we'll be back here again. For soccer, that usually starts us off. We'll probably get some volleyball in there, and then we're just going to be – we'll take our 2 months off, and then we're going to hit the ground running to bring you all the coverage here of Taylor Athletics for free on YouTube on the Trojan Sports Network. Bryn Green's been our producer tonight. She's a senior. They're not going to let her walk in 2 days because she has to student teach in the fall, but we'll say that she's going to graduate on Saturday. She is the better half of the Green couple. Braxton Green, her husband, played football for the Trojans. So we thank Bryn for her time over her 3 years working with us. She's been one of our best student workers. And also shout out to her best friend, Natalie, who's watching online. She might have turned it off by now, but Natalie knows to stay and watch the post-game show. They were the two behind the scenes of our pregame show this year for Silent Night. They were the ones that made it work, so we thank them for their great work over the last couple of years. The executive producer of the Trojan Sports Network is, of course, Seth Michael. My name is Rick Johnston. Thank you so much, folks. We haven't tallied it up, but we're probably close to 100 events again that we've streamed for like the 3rd or 5th or 7th year in a row. I'm old. I can't count. So we thank you, folks, for supporting it. You're the reason why we do it. And we thank you for tuning in and making us a part of your afternoon, your evening, midweek, weekend, and sometimes when in the morning, when you have your cup of coffee, we're here yapping at you on YouTube. So for Missouri Baptist folks, if you're still watching, thanks. Ivanhoe's is great. You can go support them. They play tomorrow at 11 against IU Southeast. 2 wins needed for Mobap to go to the World Series, 1 for the Grenadiers. And Mobap has got some revenge on their minds after they got shut out for the only time this season on Monday against the Grenadiers. Final from here of Winter Older Field, Mobap comes back and defeats Taylor, scoring 6 unanswered runs to flip a once 5-0 deficit and a 6-5 deficit into an 11-7 triumph today. Mobap 41-11-1. Taylor finishes the year 42-16. We'll talk to you tomorrow, IU Southeast, Missouri Baptist folks. Taylor folks, we'll talk to you in August. Have a great summer. We're back with baseball tomorrow. For Taylor Athletics, my name is Rick Johnston. So long, here from Upland, Indiana.
Proceeding has been a presentation of the Trojan Sports Network.